hello, and welcome along to episode 8? 8? I think so. Yeah, why not? Welcome along to episode something of Sogravia, the last Bastion. To recap last session, we made our way through the mountains. We didn't actually go through the mountains. We went up the road, didn't we? Sorry. After dying in the mountains once. That was
on the trail.
So we went up the road. We went to Thraxton, visited the inn, managed to extricate ourselves, brought along a friend, brought him to a village where he could recover from his many years of truancy and alcoholicism. Then you trundled all the way up to Farrin, where you arrived and you met Captain Tomas and spoke to him of the problems that have been going on. Of course, you're there to settle the dispute between them and the Arcane Brotherhood. No, them and the Magus Arcane.
Arcane Brotherhood?
Yeah, sorry. I'm in Forgotten Realms today. There to settle the dispute between the Magus Arcane and the Feurian Guard, of course, who have been given joint custody of this town.
Who's going to win the divorce? We gotta find out.
Yeah, work it out for yourselves. It's approximately 8 o'clock in the morning. You are just rising. Ashrin, you're probably the early riser of the group, right? Being an elf. What doing?
True, I've been awake for a while.
Racist.
Just crafting some fletching some arrows.
Okay. Do you go out hunting birds for that, or do you keep a supply of feathers on you, or what's the practice where that's concerned?
I'll go hunt some birds. Maybe look more for ones on the ground.
Yes, that's
like
often
chicken?
where birds are found.
Nest? No, just like fallen. I don't want to kill all the birds.
Oh, I see. You're just looking for feathers on the ground, not birds on the ground, right?
Yes,
gotcha.
birds on the ground. No, I'm looking for
That's what
chickens.
we like it. That's right,
specifically.
exactly. Just
Ashrin's
chickens
looking
and
for
penguins. The old ostrich. No, you are able to collect a decent amount of feathers, and I'm sure you keep your feather supply up. So as you're fletching away in the morning, I'm sure that Callum will re-automizate, whatever the word is. For
Beep, bop, bop, boop, boop.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. Just a little bit of a dance. I like that.
That's how I start the day.
Yeah. Go a little more up, right? Unbox.
Exactly.
Yes. Unbox yourself. And then soon enough, the rest of the party will, I'm sure, join. The inn provides breakfast. It's not really... inn is a stretch because nobody ever pays to stay there. Instead, the Feurian Guard pay them constantly to basically keep their rooms free for any visitors and guests.
That's nice.
Yeah, so it's sort of... They provide breakfast, but people come from outside of the inn, from like the local town to eat there, that didn't stay just because they don't, they don't want to spend the time making their... There's not much food up here anyway. So that a couple of the merchants and other people who work in the town doing more sort of standard jobs, sort of milling around. As you are all picking at the breakfast. What's the thinking? What's the plan for today?
Well, I think we need to go and speak with the captain here. And find out what's going on with the Magus Arcane raising the dead bodies of fallen soldiers, because that seems to be the big, thing that they're arguing about. Is it the Feurian Guard that you just said?
Yeah, Captain Tomas is the captain is a Feurian Guard captain. You are aware that your Magus Arcane contact is called Durzel. Durzel is the necromancer in charge up here. You haven't seen him yet or met him.
It's because he's dead and doesn't exist.
He's dead and reanimated himself. Yes.
He's a lich.
You would assume none
not
of
another one.
You would assume none of the above. It's a very small town. There's sort of six or seven buildings here. But what there is sort of fortification. I don't really know how to describe it. It's like when you have a battleground, as at the front you have these sort of raised sticks, I guess, is the best way I can describe it. I'm sure Jamal knows the proper word for sticks that
Like
point away from you towards enemies that are put down on the ground to block enemies from coming towards you. Yeah, a bit like a barricade, I guess.
Spike wall.
Yeah, it's a pike. Exactly, it's a pike wall without the pikes, right? It's nobody's there holding
So
pikes.
what?
It instead does its own job. And that is stretched all the way along the foothills of the mountains. You would know that there's also 2 scouting outposts up in the mountains, which are the most important places to man and guard. And this is what the argument started over, was these 2 scouting outposts. You are currently in the inn.
So this palisade you were talking about surrounding the town, then?
Palisade, that's it. The word.
Jamal
Now
using
you turn
big
up with
words.
the damn word that I was looking for. No, it doesn't surround the town. It runs all the way along the border at the foothills of the mountain. So if you imagine it's sort of behind the town, it's sort of 60 or 70 feet away from the town, and it runs
Right, so it runs
miles
along one
in
side
either-
only.
in both directions. Exactly.
Right. Got it.
They're not trying to guard from people of Sogravia entering the town.
Yeah, of course.
Well, you know, I mean, obviously, in the sense that if the town was attacked, it is not really very well defended at all. Instead, they're looking to defend the border itself. So
Basically,
you wanted
if
to
make it here, they're fucked.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, so basically, is if the idea is to keep them away from the town and not let them in and to stop them at the border, rather than using the town as like a base.
Yeah, I mean, the town is somewhere to sleep. The mountains can be crossed at any point, right? Why would the Shadow Veil cross just here because there's a town here? They wouldn't. So instead, there's
That's why.
scouting posts manned all the way along the mountains. Sullivan, you were mentioning there's somebody particularly you wanted to talk to, or?
Yeah, so obviously when we got here late last night, we spoke to the captain,
He
and
said
I
he would
told
see you
him
in the morning. Yeah.
that we would see him in the morning. Yeah, so I think
Okay.
that's why I think we should go.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you just hang about long enough, he would turn up. But instead, you could go and visit him at the barracks. He will have got his rest.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Yeah, as you head there are a couple of men on duty. They sort of nod to you, but they say nothing. They've obviously been forewarned of your presence. And you are able to enter in, where the captain seems to be just sorting a couple of things out. He's moving stuff around in the room. It isn't... he's got his back to you as you enter.
I'll tap, like as we enter, I'll tap on the door.
Ah, good morning. I see. Come in and take a seat. Some of you may have to stand. I'm afraid we don't have many chairs.
I will. I'll stand, but I'll pull out a chair for Obi
Okay. To stand
for him
on?
to sit down.
Oh,
Chair of light.
Sit on.
Yep. And he sort of, after you've all settled in, he says, well, I understand you've come to... what is it you have come to do? Assist with the border manning itself, or...?
Well, we've come to see what all the trouble is that's causing tension between yourselves and the Magus Arcane. We hear whispers of soldiers being reanimated.
Ah.
Is this true?
Well, this seems to be the major sticking point. Look, it is my firm belief that the Magus Arcane sent necromancers specifically to antagonize us. When we were given the dual ownership of this town, or dual protection of this town and the borders near it, by the Dawn Guard, it was seen as a guide to help us work better together and to make good diplomatic ties. It is no secret that the Feurian Guard and the Magus Arcane do not get on well together. Sorry. That is just brilliant. It's just like, hello!
Michaela's just done. Michaela's just done.
Yeah, I've cleared some space on my desk, so I guess now she can sit here.
Them Khajiits. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why
Take a
sticking
look.
your cameras?
Oh, Tabaxi, I suppose. I'm really not in the Dungeons and Dragons world today. Yeah, but anyway, he will basically say that he thinks the Magus Arcane sent necromancers to antagonize him specifically.
Why would they? What about necrotic magic antagonizes you?
It's vastly unholy and goes against everything in Lathander's books. Lathander is the very god of life, and this undeath is it makes mockery of it all.
I see.
But I was willing to tolerate their foul practices until, that is, I had reports from one of our soldiers. There were 3 scouts sent up to man the border, and reports came back from the only scout who was still alive that after the 2 men were killed, their bodies were reanimated in use against our enemies. We had a border incursion. It wasn't even from Shadowvale or anything like that. It was some wild beasts that came out over the very large beasts. Came over the border, and we had to fight them. And the mages, well, I'm told they reanimated 2 of our soldiers and had them fight again. They claim they were merely being efficient, which just speaks wonders to the foulness of their practices.
Dairy me.
You would have thought they would have learned some sensitivity in learning their craft, but
I
seems
feel like
not.
the opposite. It's true.
I understand where they're coming from. We are in desperate times, but
Desperate times? It was 4 owlbears!
It is. I meant the fact that we're in a constant state of war.
But we've been in a war since before I was born, and we will be until I die. But
well, let's hope not. But it is very distasteful. Have you spoken to the leader of the mages that were sent here?
Unfortunately, I must speak with him twice a week.
And what?
Leadership of this town.
And did you air your concerns?
He just pretends it didn't happen.
Oh, that's different.
No apology has been tendered.
So he's saying that that you're making it up.
Not me specifically, as I say, it was one of my men
but
that
the people
reported
who
to
were
me,
there.
yes. Just
I
one of
see.
my men.
Is that man still stationed here?
Yes, he is. I'm going to speak with him if you must.
I would like to, if that's all right with you.
Very well. Not a problem.
Is there a reason why you wouldn't want us speaking with him?
Oh, I suppose you'll find out soon enough. He is not the easiest of people to get on with.
I mean, no one in the army or Magus Arcane is.
Wow.
What exactly makes him difficult to speak to?
He speaks a different language.
No, he's just, well, he's not the friendliest of sorts, I guess. He's very, very devoted to our god the Thunder. He's not so devoted to social niceties.
Is there a chance, do you think, I mean, of course you know this soldier better than I, is there a chance that he's seen magic happen and has mistook one thing for another? Is that possible?
Anything's possible, but this... Look, Ygritte doesn't speak much at all to anyone, ever. For him to come and report something...
It's big.
Even for him to come and tell me that we've run out of sugar is a chore beyond his imagining. To come and air out his grievances in full. He's not the sort of man to make up a story, because he isn't the sort of man to tell a story.
So he isn't the sort of man to hold a grudge and then try to use anything that he can as leverage against someone.
He might do that.
Okay,
Less so if it involves speaking.
But, so...
Fair enough.
You said he was devoted to Lathander, right?
That he is.
And...
He fights most
Lathander,
arduously against the Shadowmen.
which means that he would be very... How you say...
Yes, he hates necromancers. That is definitely accurate. But
I'm not saying that means that he lied about the situation, because from the sounds of it sounds like getting him to say hi is beyond the god's powers.
those of us who follow the Feurian Guard have a way of... We know if someone is lying.
And you're certain he wasn't?
Indeed.
Interesting. I mean,
He
quite
has what you
honestly.
have. Yeah. Like, he has
a
zone of
speech
truth.
impediment.
He has zone of truth, is my point.
Oh, it's
I
all
see.
He has
good.
he has poster
Okay.
boy face.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, he
I mean,
does.
quite on. To be frank with you, I was worried that perhaps this is, you know,
A vendetta.
it could have been, yes, it could have been a religious ideology taken too far. But if you're certain he's not lying,
Well, didn't the necromancers also admit to doing it?
Nope.
So
no,
like,
they've
denied
denied
completely.
it.
oh, they did.
Yes,
They didn't-
they've
It's
denied
a
Wait.
it.
funny thing that the necromancer wouldn't submit to the zone of truth.
Wait. Hold on. I just want to make sure I have all of my information correct. You said in the report that you were given that the necromancers said that I'm resurrecting the dead soldiers because it's most efficient.
Okay. So the captain or the leader of the necromancers guild said it didn't happen, but has stated that that would merely be efficient if it did.
Okay.
Stated
All
that-
right.
in necromancy, they are merely being efficient. Sorry, I think I might have
Yeah.
directed it as like
Okay.
resurrecting the soldiers were. No, just in general, he thinks that, like utilizing what bodies are there is merely being efficient. But
That,
the
all right, yeah, that makes
necromancer who
sense.
is accused of raising the two bodies of the soldiers has refused a zone of truth. And he
Is
denies
it-
most assiduously?
Is it possible, and this is just saying this, it could be wrong, is it possible that this soldier is using the fact that he doesn't talk very much, and because he has a conflict of interest when it comes to this problem, so could he be using the fact he doesn't talk much, so him saying anything is a big deal, using that as a basis to create these claims and using some way to beat the zone of truth?
Oh, I don't know. Why did you ask him
He's
yourself?
that much.
I mean,
Well, as you said,
That was a lot of words.
I mean, you can be vague when you're under the effects of the zone of truth. You don't have to state outright things. But it is very telling that this wizard refused to even speak on the matter. I would be more.
He wouldn't
worried
come to
about
trial
that.
at all.
Yes, I'd be more concerned about that than the soldier.
Wait,
at
have
this
you
point.
seen him as of late then?
Yes.
Or is he okay? I was gonna say, if he just completely disappeared, then I think that there's a bigger problem going on.
No, he is present.
Okay.
I.
He's standing right here.
No, I believe his name is
Number
Khan.
one.
I believe his name is Khan. He's a quiet fellow.
As in Kangas. But
Angus.
yeah, put them together,
The
James.
Pokemon.
Genghis.
Okay. No, I thought he was misstating Genghis. No, he's talking about.
That's what I thought he was.
You went
I thought
Pokemon.
he was saying Genghis Khan too. I'm like, you
okay.
heard that wrong.
Either way, yeah, he is called Khan. You've got Khan and you've got Igrit.
Wait,
Alright.
Kana's in Shao? But another joke, Mortal Kombat there for you.
Can we mute
Can
Josh?
you get out of this building and like do things?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's go get
we
Shao
should-
Kahn.
Anna's in Chaka.
Which one do you want to talk to? You want to talk to the soldier or the necromancer?
I want to talk to the head of the Magus Arcane
You want to talk
guy.
to
We've heard
Dazzle?
from-
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
I feel like we
heard from
shouldn't, but at the same time, I
Tomas.
feel like we should.
Right.
Well, we
I want
just
to
talked
talk to the. I
leader
want to
of
talk to the
Feurian
manager.
Guard.
I would like
Okay.
to speak to your
Karen
manager.
and Karen and friends, you head on down to the Magus Arcane,
Oh,
That's our new
cool.
group title.
and you meet Dazzle. Dazzle is the only man in here.
Oh,
He is a dragonborn. He is wearing blue robes, and he looks up to you and, hello.
Good morning.
You are
Greeting.
the instigation squad. Is that the case?
Wait,
The
we
what?
don't have a title like that as such. We're just trying to resolve matters between yourselves and the Feurian Guard as peacefully as possible.
There are no matters that need resolving.
the Feurian Guard seem to disagree.
Yes.
Yes, they seem to disagree very strongly.
Yes, they like doing that, don't they? The Feurian Guard, disagreeing.
Well, you know, they seem to have some good evidence that your mages have been raising the dead bodies of soldiers to continue fighting?
Oh, that lie and rumor. Yes, apparently we raised 2 bodies in shortly after they died in a
Yes.
battle against owlbears. First of all, the majority of my necromancers already have their own animated undead. They don't have any reasons to raise bones in the midst of combat. Secondly, in a fight against owlbears, mere cantrips are usually enough. There was no reason to animate new soldiers. Thirdly, the man told me himself that he was not lying, and I believe him.
Right. Speaking on that, it seems that the soldier who reported it was under the effects of Zone of Truth.
Yes,
And-
a paladin under
and-
the effects of Zone of Truth. I'm sure he will stand no chance of working his way around that.
Well, I think it's more. I hate to be this confrontational, but it seems awfully suspicious that your wizards in question refused to be under
Much like
effects
the
of-
paladin refused to have his thoughts detected while he was speaking. Yes,
He did.
both men would only submit to the law of their own captains. What do you
Scandalous.
expect?
Well, why
Yeah,
don't we?
makes sense.
Why don't? So I have Zone of Truth, and oh Jamal, why don't you have your name on your Discord?
Zavril.
Zavril, do you have
Blue
detect
man.
thoughts?
No, I don't.
Oh, you
Fucking
fucker.
idiot.
I can teach you the
Jesus
spell if you
Christ.
wish.
Great. Then how about we get both parties together? I will Zone of Truth the Paladin as a middleman.
That could be a problem.
Zavril, why?
Why?
We have tried that as well. The men refuse to be seen in the same room as each other. They refuse to
Well,
be-
then we'll do it.
They refuse
Well,
to
then
come
we'll do it
together
in
at any
separate
time.
rooms. Then we'll do it in separate rooms.
That is absolutely fine. Would you like Khan now?
Perfect.
I'll bring him up.
Yes, that
Why
would
don't we
be
just
great.
blindfold
Thank
them
you.
and put them in the same room?
He sort of he sort of clicks his fingers and makes a gesture, and a little tiny creature appears in the corner of the room. It looks a little bit like a fairy, I guess is the best way of describing it.
That's adorable.
It's
He
about
could
a
have done
foot
it,
and a
guys.
half in height, and he flies. It's the familiar of the wizard in question.
Doesn't mean it's
Not
not
the
adorable.
guy who did it. And he sends it off, and about 2 minutes later, misty stepping into the room is Khan. Khan is a sort of low-lidded human. I don't have any art for him. I couldn't find anything appropriate. But he's sort of got very heavy eyelids. He's got tattoos all over his face, black necromantic markings, and he sort of walks with a little bit of a stoop. Can I be of assistance?
Yes, we would like to. Basically, we've called you. I don't know if the familiar had informed you, but we're here to investigate the troubles between yourselves and the Feurian Guard. And as the middle management, so to speak, we would like to perform our own investigation. If you would be willing to
Do what
be
you
under
must.
the effect. Great. Several. How long will it take for you to learn this incantation?
I have
will
multiple
need-
scrolls.
Oh.
Then with a scroll, I can do so extremely quickly if I just
He will
read
give
from
you
the
2
scroll.
scrolls of detect thoughts.
Fantastic, thank you very much. This
That is your
will
spell book,
Tell him
so
then.
whatever
take
it
a
costs you.
moment then.
Yeah, you don't forget to spend the money though. So that's the right one. Just
How much is it for 50
I don't
gold
know.
as per level
Golden
with standard?
It's standard rules, yes.
Right. Okay. Then I'll need to borrow 100 gold from our group pot.
Why 100?
50 gold per level? Oh,
Oh,
15.
it's detect thoughts. I don't know.
Yeah, detect thoughts is second level.
Don't you
Yeah,
have
so-
your own money?
I don't think
No,
any of
he
you have
does-
your own money yet.
I do.
I do.
I
do.
don't. I have 81 gold as my
Oh.
own money.
Yeah, I don't know the rules to wizard spell writing off the top of my head in terms of the actual amount.
Alright, yeah, okay. It should be 50 gold per level, I believe, as standard.
Yeah,
So that'll be
100
100.
Yep.
Right.
$1 million.
Right,
But obviously, you're not going to
well,
write it into your spellbook right now. What you're going to do is cast a spell, right? Which is free.
Yes. Exactly. So
Um,
then I will just simply cast a spell from the scroll. And, yeah, maintain the concentration on that so I can detect the man's thoughts as he speaks.
You get a
Cool.
sort of overriding overture of boredom, annoyance. His surface thoughts are sort of, I've done this before, I've already told the truth twice. What the hell is this? problem? Like, who are these people?
We're
So
racist.
oh my goodness. So on the day in question, where were you in the midst of the battle?
The battle happened between Scout Posts 2 and 3. I was at Scout Post 2 with my two fellow mages, Durlus and Olin. And Scout Post 3 was manned by the Feurian Guard men. When I arrived there with my fellow folk, the second of the three guardsmen was being eaten by an owlbear. We were crushed upon from behind by an owlbear who attacked us. I lost my fellow wizards in the moment.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No problem. I cast a necrotic bolt at one of the owlins before putting down a ensnaring web to keep them in place, at which point I guided my fellow Feurian Guard away a little distance, and my own animated soldier descended upon the entrapped owlbear within the webs, finished them off, and we returned back. That is all.
The soldier who claimed that you raised the undead corpses of his fellow soldiers, where was he and what was he doing during
That is the soldier
this?
who he spoke about, who he got to, who was the last man fighting, then he helped him out, etc., etc.
Right.
Okay, cool. And was the necrotic bolt the only, and the web, were they the only spells you cast?
No, I used a Misty Step to reposition myself.
And apart from that, that was the only magic you cast within the fight?
That is correct.
Can we see the necromantic soldiers that you always have animated with you?
My
Is that-
animated dead remain up at the scout posts as per the Feurian Guard's demands. We are not allowed to bring our animated defenders into the town. You can head up there and have a look at them all if you wish.
It's probably worth checking because it could be a misunderstanding then.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I have a question.
Yes.
Where are the bodies of the two Feurian guards?
I believe they still lie dead where they were found. One man was eaten by an owlbear, so not all of him remains.
And they've just been left.
Though you would have to speak to the Feurian Guard about that. Certainly, I left them in favor of living.
The plot thickens.
And so it was only you and the soldier in questions that fought off those owl bears.
Correct.
I'll turn
I
to
will
Zevral.
be honest, he wasn't much use.
Okay, that's okay. I'll turn to Zevral. So far, so good.
Seems so. Seems as genuine and honest as any
Seems
man
genuinely
could.
annoyed about it.
Oh, understandably so. But no, it's genuine
Is there
as far as
any-
I can tell.
Is there anything? I don't know how to outwardly say, "Do you want to probe deeper?" Because Sullivan wouldn't know that.
No, exactly.
Exactly.
So I
But
do
that's fine.
have a question at least.
Yeah.
Have you interacted much with this man before?
No.
Do you sort of know him from anywhere, from any other encounters and situations around in your duties?
No.
This is the first time you met the man then?
No,
In combat, at least.
we work together, but we don't have much interaction with the soldiers of the Dawn Guard. Or Feurian Guard. They really have no interaction with the soldiers of the Dawn Guard.
Yeah.
But we see them from time to time.
So, to understand how this works, if you don't mind me asking, you share the defense duties for this outpost and this village
There are
in
8
general.
outposts in the mountain fields, and 4 of them are manned by the Magus Arcane, and 4 of them are manned by the Feurian Guard,
Guard.
and at night, all of them are manned by the Magus Arcane.
So you have no real cooperation in that sense for individual outposts. It's just each one is completely controlled by one or the other
Indeed,
at a
but
time.
in the times of battle, we must come together to defend together. You have a question, Dragonborn?
Yeah, I'm assuming when you say that it's the Feurian or the Magus Arcane man it at night, you mean, do you leave your animated undead up there while the
Unsupervised,
mages
of course
return?
not.
Why is it this? Why do you completely take
You would
over
have
at
to
night if you
speak to
don't leave me
Captain
as-
Tomas about that. Dazzle sort of... It is a point of contention. The idea is that magic is better to defend the borders during the night when soldiers with regular vision might miss things.
It's true. Many
Yes, but it
wizards
is
have
also
the
true
ability
that there
of
are 12
partnership,
wizards here and there are 22 Feurian Guard soldiers.
which means it's
That's
very
the
taxing on the
majority of the
mages.
Indeed.
Yeah, that was kind of where he was thinking, just because it's you said there are 12 outposts?
8 outposts.
Eight outposts, and that means 12 wizards, which means all of the wizards are basically constantly manning them,
Mhm.
which
I'm
is
They're
confused.
out playing
Confused.
shifts.
Are you confused, Obi?
You guys had problems with these owlbears?
Yes, they came upon us. They surprised us.
Were they special owlbears?
No,
How were you not able to defeat some owlbears?
I was.
But everyone else wasn't?
I can say nothing for the competence of the soldiers.
Doesn't seem very high.
No, the fellow wizards, they were surprised.
Ow!
That's true.
Surprised that.
And you would be.
surprised
It should be
performance.
amazing that owlbears. I mean, six owlbears, four to six owlbears is a decent challenge for 6 people. You yourselves came upon 4 owlbears in the woods, I think it was, and it wasn't the easiest fight of your lives.
Yeah, that's
It was
what we fought
fairly
on
easy.
Chimera afterwards.
It was fairly simple, but in general, like the owlbears are, the 6 would put up a challenge for 6 soldiers usually. For wizards, it shouldn't be as much of a problem, but if caught by surprise, if they're in melee range, owlbears
Yeah, the
can
wizards
do
just
some
host you generally unless they can get out.
Yeah.
I see, so that makes some sense.
It wouldn't be unheard of for 3 soldiers to fall prey to a group of owlbears.
Do you know how to raise the bodies of dead soldiers?
I animate the dead. That is part of my magical prowess. It matters
And-
little what body it is, but I see no reason to use the bones that might offend somebody when there are plenty of century-old bones under the earth that we can use.
When he says that, do I when I'm detecting his thoughts, does that seem truly a genuine sentiment, or is that
He
more
is
so
able to
just-
do all of the things that he proclaims he can do, and he's
No, in terms of how he feels about it,
he
in terms
doesn't
of
care.
being more sensitive
But he
about
doesn't
it.
care, but
That's-
he sees no reason to antagonize. It's
Right.
a logical step, right? It's a logical, why would I
Yes.
bother antagonizing?
No,
As
that makes
opposed to an
perfect sense.
emotional, I don't want to antagonize them.
Right, that's totally reasonable.
Fucking mages. Honestly.
I think that might be everything. Unless anyone else has any.
Good,
other
I can
questions.
leave.
Any further questions from anyone else?
I'm trying to think. I don't
We might
have any
be here a
immediately.
while.
Yeah, I don't have any immediately. I already asked the questions that came to mind, so.
Then that means that at least the most important ones have been asked, and some of the minor curiosity points of clarification.
Yep.
Well, thank you, good sir, for allowing us.
You're
to
most welcome, I'm
investigate.
sure. And Zavril, you just catch the follow-up of that dickhead.
Wow,
Yeah,
I'm
it
being
is
the
nice.
nicest.
Very true.
He clearly does not want to be present. He's pissed off about this, right? There's no...
As he goes to leave, I'll just offer my sincerest apologies for bringing him out all the way out here, and
raised an eyebrow
wish
at you
him-
as if to say, but you didn't. You still did it, right? And then he walked.
that's true.
Several showing his bias.
Yeah, we might need to.
You're off the case.
Dezel looks to you, and I suppose you now are going to question the gentleman from
We
the
will.
Guard.
We will, yes.
Yes.
Alright,
He
let's
looks
go.
at you and go on then.
All right. Well, thank you for your assistance in this matter, and I guess I'll lead everyone out.
Before we go, I
Gosh,
would
these wizards are not very nice people.
not before we go, but before we talk to the soldier in question, I have a few more questions for Tomas.
Yep. You're able to return to the barracks. Captain Tomas is there, still chilling.
Captain
So,
Tomas.
Yes, how did it go?
Well, according to our findings, everything that the wizards claim is true. I do have a few questions. This might seem minute or out of place, but why is it that of the 8 stations that there are, the wizards are constantly having to man them, while the soldiers only have to man them during the day? I understand the tacticalness of having the soldiers man it, or having the wizards man it at night, as it is hard for soldiers to see at night without any magical nature, but it seems very poor to have all 12 wizards constantly having to be on watch, taking shifts on and off.
Are you
while
suggesting that the soldiers are not constantly also watching?
I'm just saying, because from what we were told, in the daytime it's a split 4 and 4.
Yes.
So that means
that is 12. That is 12 members, 12 soldiers. Is that right? Yes. 4 times 3 is 12. That is 12 soldiers and 4 wizards.
Is it?
Yes.
Because
the wizards man outposts on their own.
Wow, that's efficient.
Wait, so then from the story that the necromancer said...
There were 2 wizards with him, but you would assume those were from other outposts, other scouting posts who'd come to the battle.
who would come separately.
So you would have, it's sort of 4 outposts worth of battling, if you like.
Okay. Wouldn't it be more efficient?
I have 22 men. I cannot man 4 outposts day and night unless I do not use...
I didn't say that.
I
wasn't implying
perhaps
that.
omitted the fact that the Feurian Guard are responsible for all the quartermastery here, providing all the meals, providing shelter, rebuilding the palisade, any sort of menial work that needs to be done, trench digging, keeping the river trade up, any investigatory work.
No. I get what you're trying to say, but at the same time, the Feurian, to play devil's advocate, the Feurian Guard get to have multiple people helping with it, while the wizards are expected to do the job of a 3-man squad. And while yes, they have magic and
they
may
sit
have
and watch
animated,
and they do nothing else. They do no menial work. They do no day-to-day work. They simply sit and watch.
Is it that they're not willing to, or is it they haven't been asked?
Durzel has expressly pointed out that the only requisite his people have is to man the border, and therefore that is the only work they do. They do not do any of the work that goes into
even the mages, even the mages that can dig trenches by moving earth very efficiently and in large quantities, I see. Well, that's not very much in the spirit of cooperation and sharing a duty, is it?
A pipe dream in this situation.
Well, I'm sure this goes for both sides. I'm sure the mages
for what it is worth,
the
mage Durzel, who is in charge, is a very reasonable man and is always willing to assist. But none of his mages seem willing to do the same.
Well, have you ever asked him to give an order to do it?
If I ask that he does something directly, he will employ his mages to get that task done and will then return to the continued role of only watching.
Well, I'm sure that there are some problems that the mages also have that the soldiers don't help with.
Quite probably.
It goes both ways.
Indeed, this shared border is the most ridiculous plan anyone has ever conceived of, and therefore
it's not ridiculous.
It's not.
You need
it's dysfunctional.
A friendlier relationship.
It is dysfunctional. You cannot put 2 men in charge of anything.
Of course you can.
No.
Is there
1 man in charge and other men beneath him?
Well, first of all, men people. It doesn't have to be men.
Sure, women make excellent leaders. Sorry, it was just
could have a queen in charge.
A turn of phrase.
Yes, that's true.
My own personal captain is a female.
That's okay. You don't need to. You're like my best friend's a girl.
Listen. I would have voted.
I employ many women.
It was such an irrelevant point to him. His point is that you don't put 2 men in charge, right? You can put 3 men and a supervisor, but you have 1 man or 1 woman or 1 person in charge. You don't have 2 people in charge. That's ridiculous.
Why? Why is that ridiculous? If both people bring different perspectives and can get along, then both can be in charge respectfully.
Because both bring different perspectives. That is the exact reason why you don't do it.
But the thing is that a wizard could see a different view than a soldier can.
Right, and both of them would report to a joint captain.
I feel the
Put one
problem.
you
person
want
in
that to
charge.
be
Put a
you?
wizard in charge. I don't care.
I
No,
feel that's
frankly, I'd
not
rather
the problem.
anyone was in charge but me.
Well,
Fair.
that's at this moment. That's neither here nor there. We will go visit this soldier. And
If
see
you
what
visit
we can
him,
find.
I've taken the liberty of calling him up.
Oh,
I'll be here
Out of
shortly.
curiosity, if I may,
Hmm.
did you ever petition to have someone come and essentially take over captain duties and be in charge of both?
I have petitioned
groups
both the
themselves?
Magus Arcane and the Feurian Guard to send somebody to be in charge.
And they
Neither
haven't.
one was willing to support
Well-
a leader over them both.
Wow.
I've even offered Durzel sole leadership of this defense. He has refused.
So I have a question. As a soldier from the front lines, would I have heard of a situation like this where because in the town I was in, right,
Wizards
there
and
was
soldiers work in cooperation in the Dawn Guard all the time with no problem whatsoever.
so it's literally just the Fury
It's the
Guard.
Feurian Guard and the Magus. No, because the wizards in the Dawn Guard are members of the Dawn Guard, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
You don't
okay.
have. It's both the Magus Arcane and the Feurian Guard who are being.
Okay, I
Once
see
again, a
now.
reason why
But
the
it's the
Dawn
Dawn Guard
is
who
the
puts
best
these two
faction.
groups in charge of this town.
Well, 'cause we
The
thought
Dawn
they could
Guard
get
are just
along.
pranksters.
Yeah, they're just
Well,
like, hey, you guys don't struggle with this.
Well, you have to also then the Dawn Guard's also on the front lines dealing with everything else.
So are the Feurian
So
Guard.
they're
So are the Magus Arcane, right? But
Mhm.
usually the Dawn
I think-
Guard are in
I
charge
don't
of those
know.
situations.
Yeah, I think the problem
Alright.
is that we've got two factions who don't get along.
all right. Well,
I have an
then
additional question for him.
Yep.
Who
grilling
went to
this
recover
guy.
the bodies of your men?
Yeah.
Ah, yes. We I have a gentleman who does most of that sort of thing. He's not very bright, so he gets the menial tasks. And yes, that is bullying, but frankly, he doesn't seem to mind it. And it is better than giving him a task beyond his means. He went out to collect the bodies. He came back with a body and a half.
Apparently, the other half was eaten, according to the necromancer.
That is what both men said.
Is there a
Wait,
way to tell if a body was raised, like a dead body you have?
No. The claim is that, just magically, there is no way of telling that. The claim is that, according to the necromancer, the man was eaten and that is how he died. And according to the soldier in question, Ygritte, he says that the soldiers were already animated. And that is when the owlbear took a bite out of half of them.
Okay, which is why. All right, so if that's the case, then it does support the idea that maybe the animated dead look like, because you can't just have zombies running at things.
Well,
You
they
have
would
to.
be animated in exactly the stance they were when they just went down.
And well, the thing is that if they were just died, they'll still look relatively alive.
Yeah. Except for the fact that you just detected thoughts and cast Zone of Truth, and the man didn't.
I think that's not true.
Oh, you didn't?
No, but I did now.
You didn't cast Zone of Truth.
I never
that
said
was
I
the
was.
entire point
I never
of
said I
doing
was.
this,
Well,
Sullivan.
because they said that they wouldn't let them. They wanted only to have detect thoughts, and the other one only wanted to Zone of Truth.
No, from the
That's what
other
they
party
said.
is what
Okay,
they were
sorry.
saying.
You can have cast it, and it would be absolutely fine. The point being is the wizard refused to be investigated by the Feurian Guard, and
Okay,
the
sorry.
Vice
Feurian
versa.
Guard refused to be investigated by
Okay,
the wizard.
I thought they
could
just
care
didn't want.
less what spells you cast.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So for that
alright.
sake as well, it should be worth mentioning, just in case Jamal thought the same thing. You can have 3 scrolls of detect thoughts because you probably need to recast it at this point.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I must have
do you
got
want
it.
to speak? Do you want to speak to Ygritte?
Yes, let's speak to him.
God.
Standing before you is a human. He has his head completely shaven.
There's it
and-
gone.
Yeah. So his head's completely shaven, and he wears sort of weird earrings in his right ear, like lots and lots of them. He's quite well armored, but his armor looks fairly mercenary. It's not the typical Feurian Guard plate mail armor. It's like bits and bobs. It's like a little bit of leather, a little bit of this, a little
Bits
bit
and
of
bobs.
that. And he looks at you. What?
Hello. Pleasure
Wait.
to meet you.
Let the parties do their things first before we start questioning.
Yeah, I just assumed that you both cast your spells.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I wanted to talk to him first
Okay,
before
cool.
we
You talk to him
interrogate.
first. But I mean, Zavral's will last 10 minutes, right? So you can cast it whenever you want.
Yeah. We're just here to investigate what exactly has happened with the potential rising of your fellow
Crime.
comrades. So we're going to cast some magic and just ask you a few questions if that's okay.
Mm.
Okay, great. Zavral, please
Several's like, I did it.
Yep.
Like-
It's
zero in on him, and I will cast Zone of Truth as I'll place my both hands on his shoulders, and then beneath him, in glowing red magic, will be the sigil of the Dawn Guard as I cast Zone of Truth. So-
Dawn Guard, gross.
The day in question, the owlbear attack. Take us through what happened from your point of view.
Went up 7. Long night, cold.
Wait.
Heard an attack. Anthony was hit by an owlbear. Ow, dead. Regrin came out, sword, wah! Hit. Owlbear, him,
I
dead.
love this guy.
Me, bang, bang. Take some hits. It's okay.
Not dead.
Wizard comes. My friend's up. Walk strange. Then Regin gets eaten. Bad. Only his legs left. Wizard help me out. Run.
Did anything flag up with the Zone of Truth? Nothing. And Zavral, how did it look to you?
In his thoughts, it's a little more eloquently placed. You get the impression that maybe Common isn't his first language. If you hadn't already worked that out.
Goblin, maybe?
Oh, I was right!
I mean, he
I was
also
right.
doesn't
He
seem.
speaks
I
a
will say
different
though, he
language.
doesn't seem very bright in his thoughts either.
that's
But he does actually
Captain's a
picture
racist.
Regin getting eaten, and the
Yeah.
strange walk that he describes that Anthony did. But Zavral, you've seen people animate undead. There's no reason for them to walk weirdly while they still have all their limbs and bodies and muscles.
yeah. That's
That's a weird discrepancy, but it is genuinely what he's picturing.
You said it was nighttime when you said it was a long night. Were you on watch or were you going up to the post?
No, it had been a long night. I went
So
up
you
7
were on-
morning. 7 morning.
right.
long. Okay.
Yeah, he would have been on from 7 in the morning till 7 at night.
Several, can you, and I'm saying this as if Jamal's about to do this, but can you describe, if you saw in his mind how the soldier was walking funny, can you describe how he looked and how he was moving?
Yeah. In that case, what I'll do is I'll recount to the party exactly what I saw specifically, in terms of the minute details.
It's
of,
weird,
the
puppet.
staggering.
It's what a child might imagine an animated undead would look like.
Is it possible that the soldier in question wasn't actually dead yet, and he was still trying to fight, and he was just stumbling?
Yeah, wounded.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm saying that to him.
Oh, to him? Don't
Yeah.
think so. He got hit hard, but me not priest.
So there's no way of telling.
Me fighter.
So that could be an option. That he wasn't fully dead yet.
Nah, they got up. Same time. Like puppets.
Do you remember what time? Because you said that
No,
you
don't
you
do
don't
time.
remember what time.
Daytime.
It was daytime outside.
Yeah.
All right.
Sun up. Hungry.
The-
Maybe near lunch.
The
So like
wizard-
noon.
Oh, just
Or any
after,
time,
yeah.
really. The wizard didn't mention anyone still being there when they got there. They mentioned that you was the only survivor.
Is it possible you got hit in the head when you were blocking your blows, that it might have given you a concussion? And
I got a hard head.
that being
good.
so, I mean, that doesn't stop you from getting a concussion.
It means he's a tough son of a bitch, that's what.
Yeah, it just means you're tough as
You
fuck.
will notice there is like a weird disjoint in his memories. But
So it
Samuel,
could
you've
be
dealt with
possible.
concussion before. This is like his memories like jump. That's the only way I can explain it. His memories
Maybe
jump.
he's blocked them out because they're so traumatic.
That's a
He's a soldier. That's wouldn't. If
It's a
that
take.
happened to him, we have a problem.
Yeah.
It is also. Now, is this likely? And probably not. But we also have to remember who the war is happening against. Now, necessarily, I don't think the Shadow Veil really care about, this one little mountain town and like the 5 people that are in soldiers that are stationed here. But if both parties are telling the truth, from everything that we can see, it is possible that one of them has been not tampered with, so to speak, right? But
tampered with. I like that phrase.
but have some other outside influence from another party trying to sabotage and create these problems to possibly create like a weaker spot, because as this is sort of goes together, because Vrooks aren't they are only native to the Shadow Veil, if I'm remembering correctly, right? They're not?
Who?
The Vrooks,
Vrooks? What Vrooks?
yeah. If you go to the map, we have a bounty to go kill Vrooks that came.
Do you mean rocks?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
how I've
thanks.
always called them.
Okay.
Yeah,
What about them?
What the?
they're only native to the Shadow Veil, right? Like they aren't naturally found in Sogravia, right?
Yeah, they've come down from the mountains. They're not found in the Shadow Veil. They're found in the mountains. They've come down from the mountains.
Okay,
The higher mountains.
then that theory doesn't hold as true. But
Well,
that
the
being
mountains are
said,
between you guys in the Shadow Veil, right?
yeah. But either way, that could mean that the Shadow Veil or some party working for them could have created this situation to create a weaker border to make it easier for them to cross, rather than going through the front lines as they have been trying to for years now, and it has proven fruitless. So that is something we should keep in mind and consider. And he's saying this out loud and doesn't really care if the other
Igor will just go, lot of words.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It hurt my brain too.
Are you?
Sullivan, were you going to say something?
I mean, yeah, I was. As Glacier says that out loud, there's just like this kind of look on Sullivan's face, like, really, you're going to say this in front of the people you're kind of accusing of being, like...
Well, he's not necessarily saying they're being infiltrated. He's just saying that there could be
no, but
influence.
still, yeah, it's just like not tactful at all. But it's not a bad train of thought to think that if his memories are jumbled, an outside force could have meddled, and then causing both people to be telling the truth from their own points of views.
Ashwin, you were going to
It's
say?
not bad, yeah.
That's what I was going to ask. Is there a way to alter the memories in that way?
Zavril, you would know of the spell Modify Memories?
Yeah, it's possible. It isn't something I could do. It's powerful stuff.
Is it possible to alter someone's memory? Or to know if their memories have been altered?
That I would not know.
You would. You would know that removing a curse or casting Greater Restoration on a target can cleanse them of a modified memory. That being said, I don't know if any of you can use Remove Curse or Greater Restoration.
Yes, I can. I can remove curse.
Oh yeah, we got that spell. I remember.
Yeah. So if I can detect, can I attempt to remove any curse currently on our companion here?
Okay, you can try that. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I would like to attempt to remove a curse from him if there is one.
As you start casting, Ygritte will counterspell you.
Excuse me? I pull out my weapon.
I would like to counterspell to counterspell.
He will pull his weapon on you and attempt to attack you.
I will step in between
I will-
and try to stop.
Can you even counterspell if you're doing something else?
You can. It's a reaction, so you can counterspell.
Yeah, in general, I don't allow it. Never have.
I
don't
have.
allow it because then the other guy can counterspell the
Counter,
other guy's counterspell,
counter,
counter,
counter.
and it becomes stupid. You can always recast the spell, right? That's the logic.
Yeah, no,
I
that's
always go with.
Oh my God.
But yeah, upon seeing that he is outmanned, Igor will reach into his pocket.
I'm gonna tackle.
No,
him.
he's gonna poison himself.
He's gonna
Rugby
what?
tackle him.
I'm gonna tackle him.
So he doesn't
Okay, you
poison
rugby
himself.
tackle him, but as he's about to hit the ground, he disappears.
Oh
Fuck,
no!
Well,
there is a
there you
small
go.
trace of black powder.
Damn,
Oh,
I'm good at
no.
this.
You've
I'm
seen
gonna be
this
a
happen
detective
before
now.
with the warlock in
Oh,
charge of the bandits.
cultist. Yes.
You have seen a Darkstone be used before. This is
Oh my
100% solid
God.
proof that Igrit was a Shadow Veil.
Well,
God
Tomas-
damn.
Yeah. This
Okay,
needs-
we
this
immediately need to report back to everyone.
We-
There is a
well, Tomas
banging
is
on
in
the
the room.
door, and Durzel is sort of strides in without saying anything. What the hell just happened?
Well, it
Magic
turns out
happened.
the other guy was Shadow Veil, which is
What's-
how
oh my
both were
gosh!
true.
The
Can't just...
Khan
Yes, I-
disappeared.
Karn disappeared too.
The-
Both of them were Shadow Veil.
Did they leave behind?
You misunderstand. He was gonna go up to the mountains, and he didn't. And now anywhere I look for him, he's gone.
Because he's gone over the mountains and... What?
It's he's not had time to do that. What do you think he is, Roadrunner?
Wait, who disappeared?
Okay, so
Khan, the
Oh, wait.
wizard you were questioning, right?
Oh yeah,
He meant
yeah.
to go
Oh.
after the scouting post, right? But
Yeah.
he's gone nowhere. Like no one can find him.
Maybe he was part of this.
I'm gonna point to the black salt or whatever was left behind. Did any of the mages find any evidence of something similar to this? And I'll point to it.
Sort of. This is a Darkstone.
Yeah.
it's the evidence of the Shadow Veil.
Come with me. I know where Khan's chambers are. They've been checked for his person, but maybe we could check more than that.
I'd like to scoop up the dust and put it into a pouch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that maybe Fox or Ashrin would be able to provide like a proper alchemist or herbalist pouch
Vial?
for it so that you can, or a vial or something, because you can't just stick it in like a belt pouch, right? You'll never find it. But they'll provide some sort of alchemist's packaging, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Tomas
great.
was in the room, right? When
Yeah. He watched his man disappear.
Does he have anything to say,
He's
or
got
is he
his
just
sword drawn. He looks confused as shit.
Oh.
That's.
Tomas? I think you should come. I think you should probably come.
I am coming.
Wait, before we go anywhere, why don't we help this soldier remember what actually happened and
What
get that
soldier?
information?
He's gone. He's gone. He's the Shadow Veil that disappeared.
Oh.
You've forgotten someone's
I
name.
thought it was
right?
I thought it was
Yes.
someone else. My bad.
Yeah, a
the
completely
soldier whose
different description.
mind was, and I will tell you that as you were casting Remove Curse, it's good proof that modified memory was probably involved. His
Yeah.
mind was modified so that he would be telling the truth.
Okay. Sorry, my bad.
Well.
Let's
And
go.
then that's why he tried to counterspell me when I tried to
Exactly,
remove his
'cause he knew what
curse.
you were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's-
but
let's-
Okay.
no,
let's
yeah.
go.
If you would
Yeah.
like to go on to Khan's
Room.
you
Yes.
do not
I would like to
detect
detect
any-
magic as I go in.
Great. That makes my life easier. There is a thin line of transmutation magic on the wall.
Ooh.
It
I
is
would like to
behind,
this is
thoroughly-
it is behind a really ugly painting of a ship.
Right, I'll immediately pick
No
the
one would
painting
have
up
that
and set it down by the side and see what this line of transmutation is.
It seems to be some sort of like opening of a sort.
Opening of some sort.
Yeah, it looks like
okay.
a sort of like a cupboard door, basically.
Okay, if I run my finger across it, can I find anything to open this thing up with?
Yeah, you're able to find a little tiny catch. Give me an investigation check.
That's a 21.
Let's go.
With your understanding of magic and your detect magic shaping what you're seeing, you work out the trigger for the catch, and as the catch opens, You see Khan's body face down inside.
Oh shit.
This
God.
is a cooling box which you are currently using. It is used for storing bodies.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, well,
Okay.
there's your man.
There's a body.
Yeah, seems like it's him.
How old is the body?
80
Uh,
years
About
old.
45 years old.
I mean, how long has
How
it been
fresh
dead?
is it?
How fresh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
What are you
question.
talking about?
No, that's how you say it, James.
How
yeah,
old is it?
literally. Yeah.
About a minute, it's that fresh. Oh,
Okay,
Jesus.
right.
Still very
Jeez.
warm to the touch.
Well, maybe a bit more than that. Sorry, that's a really. It's not a minute at all.
It's very fresh.
It looks like it died shortly before you started questioning Khan. I don't know how long that would be. But before you started
Shortly
questioning Egret, sorry, yeah. After you questioned this guy who is now dead, he died,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's the logic.
Oh no, his familiar would disappear when he died.
It's not his familiar. That's Durzel's.
A lot of
Right, you
stuff
have
has
two
happened,
guys
okay,
in
James?
charge. Okay, they're still alive. They're still fine. They're not
Okay.
under any suspicion at the moment, right?
Thank goodness.
Beneath
Right.
them, you had one member of the Feurian Guard and one member of the Arcane, the Magus Arcane. Yeah. Okay.
Feurian
You
Guard's
questioned
gone.
one, then he died, got put in a box.
Which
and then
one
you
was
questioned
that?
The other, the mage, right?
No,
And then
what's the mage's name is my point. Like,
Khan?
Khan.
Karn. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah. And then you went and questioned Egret, right?
See,
And then
it's-
he disappeared.
It's like it's so confusing that
Broke
Michaela
Michaela's
left.
camera.
Yeah,
Oh, how brilliant.
Michaela was like, you know what? I'm done with this confusion.
Yeah, this is too much for me. I'm out. Peace, guys. Yep.
Well, I don't mean to be that guy, but I think we solved your problem.
This is not solved. We need to report this to the king immediately.
I mean, I think
We need to report
have
this
a
to
big...
more than just.
No, I think we have a bigger problem right now, which is that a Shadow Veil infiltrated the border, or influenced the soldiers here at the border, which means that some play is most likely going to be made soon.
While you're
Yes, so
talking,
we should get-
Captain Tomas sort of leans over and shoves his dagger into the dead mage's heart.
Okay, hold on. I was just
Oh
about
my-
to ask how can we see how he died, and you've tampered with the body now.
Oh my gosh.
It's not
It's okay. We
obvious.
can see everything else around the dagger.
It's not obvious, he asks Callum.
I don't know, is it?
How he died isn't
There's like
irrelevant.
burn marks.
What's important is that he died a long time ago, right?
A long time ago, I thought we.
He
just
died a few
determined-
minutes. He died
It
like
just
30 minutes ago.
happened.
Yeah,
I'm so
okay.
lost
He sort of
now.
looks
James,
at you.
you just said
I thought
that.
you guys were meant to be bright. Aren't you the investigation squad?
Look,
No,
God
we're
just
Body's
told us
fresh.
that he died half
Wait,
an hour
no,
ago.
guys. I get what's being implied
Yeah.
now. Is it that the corpse was already dead?
Yeah, he's saying that like the body's been used by the Shadow Veil and then re-abandoned in a carefully preserving box.
That's why.
Right. No,
The
that
one
makes
thing
sense.
you're missing
Okay.
is that these two men are the same person. They're the same Shadow Veil. That's what's implied by this box and the
Yeah.
room and the situation.
Yeah.
Like, the same Shadow Veil
Ah,
playing
yes,
both
yes.
Doing both. I
Right.
see. That makes
Fucking-
sense.
Well, there. See, hey, look at that. I was still
Well,
right.
Alexis, you were 100% correct in all of your assertions.
For
Congratulations.
once.
For once.
What would you
Yeah.
like your medal? What would you like your medal to be made out of? Gold or silver?
I
We
mean,
don't have
it's gold.
gold.
It's possible.
I know.
Yeah,
that's the point.
true. We don't have gold.
Silver it is.
Durzel sort of
Okay,
looks over at you guys and what now?
now
Right.
we go to the king and he will advise us as
Hold
to
on.
what to do.
But what about
Hold
Farrin?
on. There's other
That-
things we need to do first.
No, that we do not immediately run to the king.
Well, you
First
can
off-
run off to the king if you want, Sullivan. Off you go.
Well, no, it's
Long
more
way.
of
Okay,
Glacius.
bye.
It's Glacius isn't. He's saying it more in the case of like with what they were saying, which is what happens to the town if we run off and do that. Which is that you two need to you two need to trust each other. All right. Because a situation like this almost completely
Desert is
destroyed.
immediately shaking his head.
Then, all right, what would have happened if we didn't come to do this then? If we just did it, if no one came to fix this problem, a Shadow Veil will have been here manipulating both of you into hating each other, and should an assault
I
ever
don't hate
happen
this
here,
man. Never have.
Well,
never
you
will.
may not.
strongly dislike then.
In all fairness, you may not,
Disagree.
There is
but the tensions between your men
Yes,
would have
that.
built.
that is not going to get fixed.
It will if
Understand
it starts from the top.
The
You have to
captain and I
show
have been
them.
willing to cooperate at all moments, but the innate distrust between my men and the Feurian Guard is
It's hard to fix, I know,
Well,
but
then get them to work
it's
together.
dangerous to fix.
When it's
Why is it so
dangerous to leave
dangerous?
it's dangerous to
Split
leave
the responsibility
unstable.
and keep it separate.
That's dangerous too.
No, that isn't because the thing is that if nothing changes, then you would have learned nothing from this situation. The reason this situation was able to happen was because of the split responsibility.
So you want me to tell my men to stop using the magic that makes the Feurian Guard uncomfortable, or do you want to tell my men to...
No, I want
No.
all of you to come together, both sides to come together and understand that yes, we are in war. Sometimes you have to do what you have to do, but at the same time, that doesn't mean that you have to then just sit there and like glare at each other the whole time. All right, both of you guys are here.
You're
and
giving
neither
nice
party's
optimistic thinking, but you're not giving a solution. Like,
The
your solution is just
is-
tell them to get on with it? We've been doing that
No.
for years.
No, the solution is to integrate each
You
other
tried that?
in your roles. Well, try again. You now know what's at stake. You now know what's
We've
possible.
always known what's at stake.
Then why continue to feed into it?
Okay, I'm gonna take a step back from the characters just for a second, because I don't know how to put this any more bluntly. The two men are working together as hard as they can. They've tried every solution that they can. What they can't do
Yes.
is make religious fanatics and necromancers cooperate.
Then tell them to
Hold on.
relax.
Hold on.
Jeez.
Is
It's,
there-
Not
they've been trying to do that for
religion,
years,
people.
that's the problem.
Guys, can
Tell who to relax, Josh.
They're religious people.
Josh.
Just because you're against necromancy doesn't mean everyone needs to be.
is it
I'm
possible
not
that we
saying
can?
that.
Is it possible that we can speak to both the mages and the necromancers at the same time?
You can pull them all into the same room. They'll love that. But
That,
what difference is
like-
a speech going to make? This is what Durzel is saying to you. He's saying, what is the point in you just making a speech? It's not going to solve the problem. You've got religious fanatics who follow a god of life and necromancers. They are not
what's
ever
true?
going to agree.
No, but that's not true. That's not true. They can find a middle ground, and not only that, but speaking to people is the ultimate way of getting through.
Then be
to
my
them
guest.
and making
Find their
them
middle
see-
ground for them.
I will.
Beautiful.
The captain sort of nods, and I will summon my men.
Thank you.
I would like to do a couple of things, if I may,
I'm sure you won't,
now
go
that
on.
everyone knows the stakes and knows
Yep.
what's going on. I believe we need to report this back, not just to the king, but to other people.
No, we need to
Oh yeah.
tell people immediately about this, but we still need to solve because solving this one situation still
Duff,
doesn't
Duff.
solve the problem between them.
Savile, what are you
right?
doing?
I have a paper bird.
Yep.
I have 50 words.
Goody.
What was her name? Kaliana?
Kailana, the bird won't go to Kailana. The bird,
We
It won't go to
have,
Kaliana.
the
Who's the other
bird
one?
is programmed to go to the captain at Thwaxton.
We have a
Oh, but
sending
hang on,
You
don't I have
have
my own
you have
paper
a-
birds rather than just the captain's ones?
Oh, sure. You've also got a sending stone for Kailana, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, in that case, I didn't want to do sending because it's only 25 words. I wanted a little bit extra to
Use
be
it
able to
twice, it's a
describe
stone.
more. Fair dues.
It's
In that case,
unlimited, Jamal.
It's not unlimited. I think it's got 3 uses a day.
yeah, then in that case, I will relay the latest infiltration that we've uncovered in as few words as possible, compressing it into 25 to Alana.
Kailana's only response is fascinating.
That's why we don't tell her.
Lovely. She's the shadow val.
She's just not that bothered about like a particular border dispute. What she's bothered about is like the overriding issue.
The bigger picture.
Feurian Guard
No,
and
about
Magus Arcane.
the influence. The Shadow Veil's in the border people now.
She
I thought
knows
she was
that.
concerned
Like
about
that's
that.
that's
Oh.
her whole
okay.
job is dealing with these infiltrations. Like,
okay.
yeah, that's.
Basically, we
She
told her
does this all the
something she
time.
already knew.
I mean, she didn't know that this particular place was infiltrated, right? But for all you know, she's dealing with another
Yeah.
infiltration elsewhere. Like,
Yeah.
she'll
There's
talk to
nothing
you
really
some
she
other
can do.
time. Is my point. Is there anybody else you wish to inform?
If you could send
I'm
a
just gonna
paper bird.
slide into the king's
both
DMs,
parties.
are you?
No, I want to speak to him face to face.
Ooh.
Oh, all right. Bye, bye, Solomon.
Long walk.
How far away is it to get to the, how far away is it to get to the king line?
I mean, you wouldn't send a message to the king. That's just not something you guys would do.
Yeah, no, of course.
But you would know the correct routes. Probably Genghis would be the most likely person, but even then, you would probably report it back to one of Genghis's underlings, so maybe like Anvar, Captain Anvar, who you know,
Yeah.
right?
Got a
He's
good
also
rapport with
probably
him.
the closest Dawngar lieutenant as such. Alternatively, you could send it to the knight incumbent at.
What about Caviar? Can we send it to Caviar?
Where's Caviar?
Not incumbent. Is that Torgar you're speaking of? Or is that
There are
someone
lots
else?
of knight incumbents. Torgar is not one of them. Knight incumbent means they
He's a
maintain a
drunk.
post. But you are likely to meet some shortly anyway. If you want to send a message to the Dawn Guard, I don't really know what they would do about this situation, but Anvar
We
is
should,
probably the only one that would make sense.
If you're gonna send it to people, you should probably also tell the leader of the Magus Arcane that we talked to and the leader of the Feurian Guard that we talked to,
Yeah, so
who informed
you
us
have two
about
men to
their
report
situation.
back to, but realistically, are you in that much of a hurry to report this back?
Well, I don't think 25 words is enough.
Also,
No,
what
it's
are you going to
15.
report? Like, oh, this happened? Like, what is that? What is the point of that?
No, I want to
It's-
speak to them.
It's
face
two
to face.
regular soldiers. They're not. Nothing's going to change, right?
No, we don't know.
You can.
that.
Well, no, as in like, just reporting that two soldiers were infiltrated. Nothing's. What are they going to do? Send two,
No, but there's a
soldier
bigger
each
picture.
to replace?
No, there's a bigger
It's-
picture going on.
It's more so
Of course,
the
but
aims of what they were
that's what
trying
we
to
words
just
do.
is not going to achieve anything, right?
No,
So
that's
anyway,
true.
you've summoned the you've let Kailana know. You've sent a message to Anvar just in case, and you are now summoning the
The
Feurian Guard
fanatics
and
and the necros.
Feurian
We
Guard
should have
and
like
the Magus
someone in
Arcane.
between.
Yep. So just to remind you, there are 11 Magus Arcane wizards and Durzel at their head, and there are 21 Feurian Guard soldiers with Captain
Yep.
Damas as their leader. There were once 24 and 12, obviously.
Yes. No. Long gone.
Two
Okay.
died up at the scouting post,
Are they?
and now
Yep.
one of each has disappeared. For those who look confused, Darth.
No, I don't know why I thought the wizards died for some reason.
Two wizards
Like,
did
the
die.
other
You're
two
right.
wizards.
You're right. Two wizards
Okay,
died. So there are
alright,
9. There are 9 wizards. You're correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, just wanted to
Okay.
double check.
Math hard.
So
Numbers are
have
starting to
they?
thin.
Are they now all here? Or are we going to them?
Yeah, they'll gather in the town square.
Okay, great. Then, are they like separated? Are they separated?
Well,
They
better
naturally
be.
separate themselves into two groups.
Great. Then I don't know if there's a podium that I need to stand on, or if
You
I'm
can
just standing
stand
here.
on
You know,
one
my
of these
shoulders.
Stand on a
barrels.
box. On a box.
Stand on a
Yeah,
barrel.
I'll stand on a barrel so that everyone can see me.
You sort of hear the
Um,
muttering sort of going on between the two groups. Sort of
Sure.
everybody muttering to themselves, etc.
Yeah. Firstly,
It should be mentioned that the captains are standing with their men, not
Yeah.
standing behind you.
okay, yeah. Firstly, captains, please stand here. Stand by my side.
Captains, come to the front.
Yeah,
We're having a
literally.
wedding.
Yeah. Stand here.
Da-da-da-da.
We have to stand in unison.
Unity?
Unison.
That's what I was
Yeah,
just
we're-
doing. You want to separate me from the men, but I was just standing with the men to stand
No,
in unison.
come.
Honestly, it's
No,
probably-
no, come here.
You know what
Alright,
he
fair enough.
means.
He comes and stands
Yeah,
next
both
to you.
of yours.
That was like-
Okay.
It does that awkward walk, you know, like when you're like 7 years old and the teacher tells you you've got to
Yeah.
sit in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
That
fine.
kind of walk, yeah. It's
Yeah,
sulky at
yeah.
its best.
Yeah, that's fine. Now, soldiers, wizards, magi.
Maybe.
Let's do a group exercise. Why don't you all just intertwine with each other? You don't need
Can
to
I-
stand 50 feet apart. Stand. I want them like so that obviously there's not enough wizards to soldiers ratio, but I want them at least like weaving within each other.
Okay. They shuffle awkwardly to all stand within each other.
Yeah,
Like
that's
one
great.
group.
Perfect. Thank you. Now.
Now, hold
Of
hands.
course, there has now kiss. No.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
of course, you are all aware of the growing struggles that we are facing, not only within the war that has raged on for years, but also within these two groups of people that are trying to help. look to the left and to the right of you. We all are the same. We all bleed the same color. And we are all trying to do what's right for this country.
The Dragonborn's looking at the halfling like...
Fine, some of you, some of you
Oh.
bleed green, but you know what I mean. We all bleed the same. We all die the same. We all want the same things. I understand that some of this type of magic is uncomfortable. And I understand that some of these soldiers are not truly understanding of all the things that you're capable of. However, there has to be some union between you if we want to win this war against the enemy. If we don't, then we will just crumble and lose, and we will all die. And everything we're fighting for, all the family, all the children, all the faith, all the research that
I
we've
fight
worked
for my
on,
god!
everything.
One of them shouts
They're
out.
fine for your god. Your god wouldn't want you to be fighting your own allies while the enemies are on our doorstep. And even in our own homes, we have to come together. And we have to work together.
My god doesn't condone necromancy.
I understand that there's some trepidation with the kind of magic. However, your god, there are many gods and there are many rules and such, but doesn't your god also tell you to love?
Can I?
No!
Can I? Glacius is gonna speak up
Yeah.
and say, "Tough shit. All right, it's tough. All right, but this is war. Fucking deal with it. You're all adults here. All right, I get it. All right, I don't like working with some parties as well. Even some parties
Like me.
within, yeah, and even some parties within my own party. I don't particularly like working with them as much. But
Glacius,
I
you'll quickly
understand.
notice that you've lost the attention of all the men.
I'm gonna fucking
Like,
kill
they
them.
are-
Great, you've lost all the work.
My
I've just
point,
done.
no, the point is that what you're trying to achieve is not achievable.
We can
And-
try.
And Zavril will come to you and sort of... Sorry, Zavril? No, he won't.
Zavril?
Sorry,
Really?
Zavril.
Everyone?
Zavril will come to you and he will say, the problem is above these men.
God.
Go to the root of the problem. No, go to the higher-ups in the Magus Arcane. Which member of the Magus Arcane delegated necromancers to work with the Feurian Guard?
Okay.
Which member of the Dawn Guard decided to allocate the Feurian Guard and the Magus Arcane to this particular defense? Which member of the Feurian Guard sent Captain Tomas, who's like super fanatical, to work with the Magus Arcane, right? So he's saying like go upwards, because just telling these soldiers that they've got to change the ideals of their whole lives is not something they're going to agree to.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
then
that's...
I will jump off the barrel and I will
You're
start
basically
walking.
yeah. Go on.
I'll start
We're
walking
doing
in
unwinnable.
between the soldiers and wizards, and I'll say, I know this is difficult.
We've cooperated all this time.
I know,
well as
and
we
I
can.
know that you've done as much as you can. But please, whilst we try and find a way to remedy this, don't at least. And I'll look to one soldier, and I'll turn my head to the right, and I'll look to a wizard. Please, don't make it worse.
They sort of begin to sort of separate themselves again, but one of the wizards comes to you. Look, they don't like our magic,
Yes.
so we keep it separate from them. We do what we
Yes.
can. We man the borders. They man the borders. They work hard in the town. We keep our animated guardians out. We do what we can to cooperate without making things worse. I don't think integrating's the way to go, but they should have sent different mages.
You're right, and this is something that we will look into, and I'll turn to the soldiers that have like slightly shifted.
I didn't
away.
sign up for discrimination, you know.
No, of course, and we will look
Racism.
into, why the most devout of your cause has been sent here. But until we find a resolution and possibly get different soldiers in or get different wizards
We'll
in,
man the border. That's what we do.
Yes, can you please just try?
We always do. The common ground you were looking for is that
Romeo and
we're all
Juliet.
Sogravians. We'll defend the land.
Sogravia.
It's good that that's the common ground, yes.
Good. Well then,
We have some people to go yell
since the tavern's free, beers on me.
Yeah, you guys can head to the tavern and get a drink. You can also sort of rest before heading out the following day.
Glad we've gathered everybody here instead of at the towers where they're supposed to be, watching.
I was.
We just get attacked.
They're loving that.
mid-speech.
Well, right now you are literally relying on 9 animated undead to defend the border.
I believe in them.
I believe
Yeah.
in them.
Doing great.
Mindless, but never mind.
That's fine.
No, they can do it. They can do
We
it.
can awaken them.
The Shadow Veil
no,
will
you
wait
can't.
for like 30 minutes
Actually,
that it takes to do this.
I think you
Maybe
might
you
be able to if you
could.
attune to that staff.
I'm
Don't.
tuning to no staff.
Alright, but yeah.
Durzel does sort of thank you for your attempt. The Captain Tomas, is nowhere to be seen. He didn't like
That's
it.
understandable. Yeah, I get that.
What's your plan? Would you like a world map?
I think we need to go speak. I feel like we should report back. We could either go all the way back home and report back, or we could go straight to Jester and report to the king.
Okay, I think, Josh, I think there's something in your head that wouldn't be in Sullivan's head, because I don't understand what it is you want to report.
I want to talk to him.
Yeah, but why?
Sullivan's
About
like,
what?
I want to catch up.
I want to tell him about the troubles within both the Feurian Guard.
But they
and,
know of that, right? This
yeah,
is my point.
then
They
why-
already
then
know
I
of the
wanna
problems
ask
between
what
them.
he wants to do about it.
We should go
Specifically
back
the
to
king.
Yeah.
The king
Josh,
will tell you to speak to Genghis, and Genghis will tell you to speak to whoever commands those men, right? You're just going to get passed back down the chain, is my point.
Oh, man.
I don't
Yeah.
I don't
feel-
think it would make any sense for your entire party who's got a plan of action, right, to just sort of book it. I mean, okay, you're going to head fairly close to Justin anyway, so if you want to go and report to the Dawn Guard there, then that might make sense, because you guys were going to do a rock bounty and you're going to head off to the
Well,
eastern
okay,
crossroads.
I'll take that deal.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Yeah.
there's nothing stopping you guys having a stop out off at Justin before carrying on. But realistically, it's the first time that the party as players have encountered an infiltration, right?
Yes.
And it's the first time that the party as players have encountered the Feurian Guard and the Magus Arcane at odds. But you've got to remember that these are natural states in the world. There are infiltrations discovered throughout the ranks of the nobility of warforging their own children to avoid them getting infiltrated. It happens, right? It's not something new. It's not something terrifying.
Maybe we should kill the rich people.
Yeah, that might be a good solution. Just go kill all the rich people. That's
Kill
great.
the rich.
And at the same time, the Magus Arcane and the Feurian Guard hate each other, and they have done for 150 years, right? This isn't something. I mean, it's got a lot worse in the last 25 years. The Feurian Guard and Magus Arcane. But my point is, you wouldn't be telling them anything new. It would
No,
you'd just be going there and being like, "Hey, it's a shit place. We're at war, by the way."
No,
Like,
no,
you know what I mean?
I do understand, and I can settle for just passing the message on.
Yeah. And definitely, I think stopping into Justin might well be worth it. Besides, you've got some missing soldiers, some bandits, you've got a bounty for some rocks.
We've got to stop the black market on Central Point.
Yeah. Lots of things to do. The rock bounty is in the vicinity. Is that something that you guys would wish to pursue for a day? Or do you want to leave that to others?
I mean, it's on our way. At the
Bounty,
same time, I don't know.
bounty,
Alright,
bounty.
that
I
answers
mean,
that then.
I'm not sure that is on the way. I mean, is it any further
It's
here?
in the same general
It's
direction.
5 feet away.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of as far away from where you are now as it is from your path at any point. By the way, please don't expect the robbers to be parked in that square. Yeah, that's not how that works.
Come on, make this easy on us.
I know
Give
what
us
you
a
mean.
gimme.
They are right
They're waiting
there.
for someone. They're waiting for someone to come find them.
Well,
Exactly.
you found one lot. Don't forget that, right? And you heard about different groups of bandits working in the area, being controlled by Shadowman.
Yeah.
Cool. But do you want to back to the point? Do you want another night in the inn before you head out the following day on your travels?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
More
think.
like 4 p.m.
What's for dinner?
Well,
Whatever you want. As long as you go and
before
capture
that,
it.
I wanted poached eggs.
I mean, you can go capture eggs. I don't know from where, but
On bagels.
Iglesias will sort of, as we're like eating dinner or like just around, he'll apologize. I said some things during that speech. Some of which I mean, some of which I don't. I have grown fond of the party, but to say when I was first told about what we were doing and that we were a party, that I can't lie and say my feelings weren't different from the Feurian Guard and the Magus Arcane, where they were both just kind of at each other's throats. I've had limited interactions with spellcasters and mages, and the interactions that I have had have been mostly in battle. So, I apologize if I offended anybody with what I said.
And how do you feel about us all now?
Well, I would lay down my lives for you guys.
And is there...
You have multiple lives?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm a cat.
Crikey.
Crikey! Did you not know Dragonborns have 10 lives? Okay.
Man.
Do you want to test that theory?
Shall we?
You can try and solo
I
the
mean,
rocks if
I
you want.
had what? I had like 3.
We'll see how many lives
last-
you've got.
last campaign.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
Sullivan's already used one.
He's
Well,
one of my lives.
Well,
Fuck.
I very much appreciate you trying to help, and I appreciate what you're saying now. It's, of course, we're not all always going to get along the second we meet new people, but I'm glad that you've grown accustomed to us, and that you're fond of us now at least.
Cool.
James is like, yeah, cool. Anyway.
No, I'm just like, I'm just wondering if you guys want to speed past the evening at that point, or whether you want to take it as you can. Because it means 5 o'clock in the evening.
So what is for dinner?
What is for dinner? That is a good question. Pheasant.
Yum.
Always pheasant,
turkey.
Cool.
Where's the wild? Why is the
In
wild
medieval
turkey?
times, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna hunt. I'm sure you can find some pumpkin. and
Where are the
some,
geese?
Ooh.
some cabbage this time of year.
Oh no, not the
Like
cabbage.
cabbages! Alright. I'm fine with just speeding through.
Yeah.
Unless anyone else
Does
has anything.
anyone know anything about rocks?
Yeah?
I know. I'm pretty good at skipping.
They're very hard.
Yeah.
Very funny.
They're fun for skipping.
You know-
Sid is playing a little drum.
I just
Everyone's a
mentioned-
comedian here.
Okay, do I recall anything from reading up books on it?
Fox, you can give me a wisdom nature check.
Yay.
I think Ashrin, you might give me a survival check. And yeah, I think that's it. Like, it's a naturey kind of thing.
There was never a fairy tale of a hero saving a princess from a rock.
No, and it doesn't really matter how well read you are. Nobody's reading about birds. You know what I mean? Like, I've read a lot of books in my life. I've never picked up a bird watcher's guide.
Oh, I have.
Yeah, well, that doesn't surprise
Oh, you
me. in the
don't.
slightest.
You've not watched the
Chill
Bird
out.
Watcher's Guide to the Galaxy?
Roast, what did we get? Fox?
17.
Cool. And
Lovely.
Ashrin?
23.
Cool.
Oh,
So, one thing that you would both know immediately, and we've already discussed this in a way, but the fact that they have come down from the mountains themselves is bad enough, right? It's incredibly unusual for rocks. Fox, you would know that they're very territorial birds. If there is a pair of them, then they have recently mated and are probably defending a child of some sort.
I hear an egg.
Do you?
Gotta get my poached eggs after all.
We're gonna get
Yeah.
a pet bird.
Ashton,
Let's
you know that
go!
rocks, they don't fly for long periods of time. So they're not like migratory birds or anything. They spend most of their days sort of short flights. So they'll fly, hunt, land. Fly, hunt, land. You know, they don't fly about all the time.
What's their like hourly interval, James? Like,
Yeah, spend a couple of hours in the air at most at any
Okay.
given time. So if you can find the nest, you will find the birds, basically.
if you burn
That's
the forest.
the simplest thing. You would also know that they are very large. They're very capable of treating humans or humanoids as food. They have no qualms about it. They don't tend to hunt in like cities or anything, but you've heard plenty of all of you will have heard tales of giant birds picking up, wanderers in the village outside the villages, just eating them.
Nom 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 nom.
But they don't have frost breath.
No, they don't. They don't have that.
That's good.
So they're just very dangerous, very large birds.
Yeah.
Like a flying chicken.
Yum.
Yeah. Star Raptor, I think, is the one just right. Very good.
Zavril, you were able to stop one of those chimera from flying before, right?
Yes, I can bring one
The
to the
wyvern.
ground and keep it there for, well, as long as I can keep hold of the magic for.
Good.
So at least if there's two of them, one of them will no longer be as much of a problem. The other, well,
If they're mated, they might
Not that
defend each other, so I doubt one's gonna like run away.
it isn't so much
No,
running
it's
away,
more
but the other
getting out
one
of-
can. Sorry,
No, go ahead.
I was saying, well, one being on the ground is obviously a big deal, but the other one can still try to swoop in and take out anyone, towards the back, trying to do anything particularly dangerous to it. Obviously, it may well be more concerned about you running up and trying to bash its mate's head in,
Yeah.
but it's still a possibility that it could try to sweep on Obi or something and try to, So let's be mindful of that one, yeah.
And not just that, they could pick up any one of us and fly
Yeah.
straight up.
Well, they'd have to get through me first.
They pick Sullivan up and just fly away. They have successfully gone through Sullivan.
Oh no.
Although I will have some things to be able to at least stop anyone being dropped to their death, so.
Can you imagine? Sullivan's
prepare for that
lasting off
eventuality.
again.
Oh yeah, I can prepare that too. Why not? Let's be double cautious.
Your Zavril, your magic is truly astonishing. The things you can do.
Yeah.
It's
first
not
level
that
feather
fantastic, it's just somewhat diverse.
Oh, don't sell yourself too short. Not everyone can do the things you can.
And not everyone has ways with words like you.
That's true.
So everyone has their own
We are,
things.
we are all very good. We are all very good in our own ways.
fall. All right, if everyone's done filleting each other.
Friendship powwow.
I'm gonna turn to a box. This is getting too mushy for me.
Cool. So you guys are able to get a night's rest. Take a long rest. I'm sure you'll wake up nice and early. It's always good to wake up early to hunt birds.
Early bird. Guess the bird.
The following morning.
Let's hope not, because we're the worms.
The following morning, you will discover a little packet left for you at the front desk of the inn before you leave. It is
It's a
Amazon
bomb.
order.
It is from Durzel. And it says, I appreciate your attempts. Perhaps you might find this useful.
It's a bomb.
And no.
I got JC a bomb.
There is
What's in the box?
there's a scroll, which might be of useful to Zavril. It is a scroll of enhance ability.
Oh, fantastic.
No fooling.
Which might be useful, I guess. And there is also a map. A little map that he has given you.
Very treasure
And it says, no. It says, this is the work the wizards have managed to do on mapping out the border beyond mapping out the border itself and the mountains. So it shows you where the palisade is, but it also sort of dictates any landmarks in the mountains and stuff. So if you do ever need to either cross into the border into Australia, or to check the border out or anything like that, there are lots of different passes and where he thinks the weak points are over the mountains and stuff. So he obviously is basically saying, I respect what you were trying to do, even if you didn't achieve it. Thanks for the attempt. here's
Even though
what
you
we've done so far.
suck.
Yeah.
Nice.
And with that, you can head up into the foothills of the mountains. It is early dawn. It's
Skippity doo dah, skippity day.
difficult view. So the sun's low and bright in your eyes. You are technically headed away from it, but it's still very bright this morning. You're headed west, right? I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
Going
way.
to find some rocks.
Yeah, but it's still a very bright morning. The sun's sort of glistening off the dew and off the snow at the top of the mountains as you're making your way up. Is anyone doing anything weird or specific in your hunt for the rocks, or are you just sort of going to walk around the area where they're reported and see what you can find with them?
I'd like to cast Aid on the usual people.
Yep.
Yep. And I would like to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
It's Zavron and Olby. You might need to tell Matt again when he's back.
Actually, I'll wait for Shield of Faith when we get closer to them.
Yeah, I probably would. It's going to last all of 10 minutes.
I thought it was like, yeah, because like in Baldur's Gate, it lasts until like you take a long rest. So yeah, sorry.
It's old school, 3rd edition. Matt, you got aid from...
You can't just tell people they've got AIDS, James. Oh my
I
god.
didn't! Matt, you've got
Jesus.
5 increased max HP.
Wow.
From,
So insensitive.
Talk about it in public, James.
Gee.
Oh no.
Alright, but to the mountains you head. Is anybody doing anything weird in their search for these rocks, or are you just going to sort of walk around and hope to see some sign of them?
Hunt for gatherers. I turn to Astrid and Fox and say, "You're our trackers, so."
Yeah, I mean, I don't think at any point anyone was following anyone other than Ashrin, who's leading the way, but I don't know if Fox has ways of doing more than just looking. Right? I mean, obviously your perception is excellent.
Turns into one and like sexy mating call.
But you can, you know, you can speak with things in the area, right? Both of you, I think.
I can ask simple questions and they can wave at me.
Oh, I didn't know you could speak with plants. That's always an option sometimes for druids. I don't know. Just worth checking. Cool. So as you head up into the mountains,
I will speak with animals.
Okay. I knew one of you could
Search
speak with
for-
animals. Sorry, folks.
Squeak, squeak.
Yeah, what are you trying to chat to?
What do I see? Moderate intelligence.
Can I assume that you're looking for something that flies, right? Because
Yeah.
there's not much point asking the mole. Do you know what I mean?
What have you seen? I'm
After
blind.
a while, you're able to call down a sparrow. It chitters and chirps away, and it's like, hey, what do you want? What do you want?
Big bird. Large bird. Monstrous bird.
Eagle?
Big old bird.
I know bird names. Group of bird names. Know them all. You looking for an eagle?
What? Rock.
Ah, big bird. Yeah.
It's big
two.
bird. Run.
2 in the area. They're hunting. Up top. 3 over there. It sort of points a wing.
That's cute.
This bird seems exceptionally intelligent.
This is a really
Exceptionally
smart sparrow.
intelligent.
Is it a familiar by any chance?
No.
Can I
it
detect
seems
any
to be.
magic going on with that, or is it
No,
just
it's not
literally a
familiar, but
bird?
It does seem like super bright. Like, way brighter than any bird you've ever interacted with in the past.
Are you often interacting with birds, Avril?
Do you talk
No.
to people a lot?
Yeah, sometimes. No, but people, no. Birds, yeah. Talk to birds. Like birds. Lots of birds. Talk to lots of birds.
Stay safe.
Yeah, you too. Cool. All day. It's sort of little, it gives a little wave.
And
Flaps
it
off.
misty steps away.
I think that, yeah, there's something going on there, but Ashrin just is like, hey, bright bird. Yeah, it basically points in the direction of a low set of foothills a little way up into the mountain, where the rocks are currently hunting.
I just met the smartest sparrow in existence.
In existence, damn.
It had the intelligence of 14.
Wow.
Damn.
What?
I think he's smarter
Can
than
we recruit
Glacier.
him?
Bright sparrow.
He is. He is smarter than Glacier.
How in the fuck?
No,
He's
This
read
is
a
someone's
lot of
familiar,
books.
isn't it? There's no way this isn't
no,
someone's
familiars don't
familiar.
have that level of intelligence at all.
No, he's caviar.
Oh wait, this is. There's some druid shit going on here. Someone's turned into a bird.
Fox, what are you doing?
I'm only level
Fuck.
6.
Also, I think
Alright,
Awaken gives you 10 intelligence, not 14.
This bird's been studying after he was awakened.
He's been reading his bird books at his bird college.
He's been using Brilliant, surely.
All right. Anyways, let's go.
Let's go.
It's me,
Wait,
Mario.
Invincibility isn't in your wizard list.
Yeah, correct.
That's not true.
It's me, Mario.
No, it's a sorcerer, druid,
I don't think we have
artificer.
sharing anymore.
What?
I feel like things have gone weird.
Enhance ability is a wizard spell.
It doesn't. When I search it up on D&D Beyond, it doesn't say wizard.
That's not true, Jimmo. It's just not true.
It says
It's
bard,
not-
cleric, druid, sorcerer, artificer, oath of glory.
That's what wizards do. What that spell does.
Yeah, it doesn't say
Advanced
wizard. It says
abilities,
it says bard, cleric,
20%.
druid, sorcerer. Yeah, it doesn't say wizard on
And
there.
that link specifically says wizard.
I'm
No,
That's
looking at
weird
the
because I'm
thing.
looking at the page itself. You know, the scroll page where it actually describes the spell. It says classes on there, but it doesn't say. Huh.
I mean,
I think it depends on what content you own.
Oh, it might be under the additional
Oh,
wizard
okay.
spells. Maybe.
Do we not have?
I mean, what does James owns that makes it so Jamal doesn't have access to it?
I mean, all the content's being shared.
That's my
Yeah,
point.
and for some reason it's not showing for me. I can't see it on my spell list.
Okay.
It
It's
is.
so weird.
Anyway, we'll
It's
do
with
another
the
time.
additional wizard spells.
Yeah, no, that's
maybe.
fine. It's just like, yeah, I can't use it
The
yet. That's all.
optional class feature.
Wait, yeah,
I've
if
got
you
all
have
that turned on. Yeah.
Oh well, that is weird then.
Are you sure about that?
No, I've absolutely got it all turned on. Every
Um,
character I make has all that turned on. Because I always need it in my campaigns.
No, you don't.
So
have it turned on.
weird.
There you go. You don't have it turned on at all, Jamil. You're chatting out your arse.
What do you mean I don't have it turned on?
Refresh
I
your
always say
character
it.
page,
Oh,
and
dude.
enhance ability is in your character. Is on your
I'm
spell list.
dead.
You just haven't clicked optional features, additional wizard spells.
Oh,
which is
He has
what-
it turned on, but he didn't
literally
turn
what
it on.
Michaela just told you needed to click.
fucking.
Anyway,
It's because I was in the home
the
settings
grand
menu, you
tale
know?
of you looking for enhanceability. Enhanceability wasn't cast on that sparrow, though. I promise you that.
Oh,
That's the
fantastic,
important
okay.
thing. Cool, right, marvelous, fantastic. Foothills, mountains, up we go.
Yay.
2 rocks in the distance, hunting.
Get him.
What's the plan? Are we just going to sort of advance to where they're hunting? Are you going to look for their nest instead? And wait for them to return to it?
I think they'd be a lot more protective at the nest, but finding it might not be the worst idea. Just to know where it is.
No, but I mean,
Is
the
that-
point is, you want them to be where they're trying to be protective, right? Because you want to kill them. You not? I mean, I don't know, maybe you don't.
Would their nest be up in the mountain?
Yeah, Fox
They're
has already
mountain
sort of
creatures.
informed you that they nest on slightly higher points, but why they're down from the mountains at all, you don't know. They're probably not,
Okay.
if they're both hunting, they're probably not that far from the nest anyway.
Yeah, so we should search around the area. That
Yeah.
they're
You're
hunting.
looking for the nest, though, specifically, yeah?
Yes.
And are you all just tromping along, making wild leaps on Sid?
Yeah, I'm screaming my head
Marvelous.
off.
Well, okay, cool. So you guys make a fair amount of noise, and you do catch sight, Fox, of the 2 birds. As they sort of see you guys, they return to a spot and they land. You see them land, but you don't see where they land because it's up there.
Fox is like, it's fine. I don't need to say anything.
On that platform, you will need to climb up there if you want to get up there. There's a sheer cliff.
Let's do it.
Well, have
Ask
I
yourself,
got
what do you
the
need,
stuff
climb?
for you?
Did you say climb?
Well, I know you can
If
walk
we-
up it, Ashrin.
If need be, we have fly.
I don't think you're going to cast a 3rd level spell on 6 members of your party. Ashrin, after
No,
you've
most
walked up,
certainly
what are you
not.
doing?
But
I
most
have
difficult ones, maybe.
Stakes to pound into the cliff. I've got ropes that climb by themselves. I've got slippers
Ropes that
that
climb
walk
on
up the wall for
themselves?
me. Yeah, I have a rope of climbing.
Oh, you
It climbs
do?
up by itself.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so one by one, you're just gonna lower the rope and.
Hurrah!
And,
Hurrah!
Yeah, it'll.
I have a
lift-
grappling hook.
I don't know if it'll lift Sid though. What's the weight on rope of climbing?
3,000 pounds.
That'll do it.
He ain't that heavy.
It's not that expensive.
Damn, Sid, lay off the tamales.
Airlift him out.
Yeah. So okay, I'm not even gonna bother with any checks to climb that cliff. You find yourself.
James is so disappointed.
No. It's just like.
Fine.
Oh, sorry.
It can knot itself in 1 foot intervals.
To make it easier. to
Amazing.
climb.
What a
It's a
rope.
cool ass item.
That's a cool
Wow.
rope.
Wonders of the world.
I was gonna make that item for Winona before I got that cloak, so I can just walk up walls instead.
Ah! Okay, you guys can't see what I'm
Is that the
doing.
noise the rock makes?
No. Yeah, you guys
Oh,
can't see
no.
what's going wrong, but I can.
I hear it's
Oh, I
cold.
see what's going wrong.
I don't. Why? You shouldn't be. able to
Because
see
I have
anything.
stream pulled up.
Oh, well, don't do that. Because then you know where the enemies are. But
I
suppose we
don't
should-
pay attention to it. I just have it in the
we should allow you
background.
to go there. Yeah, they have
Good
both
point.
landed together up there. You guys have just scaled the cliff, so
Oh,
have I put you on the
hi.
map player somehow? Yeah, I
We
have.
are here, and I see those.
Yep.
Please don't move.
Croca!
They're like cute.
Oh, little gold flying chickens.
I didn't think they were gold.
Okay,
Thought they would be
you guys
blue.
have just climbed the cliff, so you find yourselves sort of over here.
Sid, what are you doing?
Oh, no, get him out of there!
Oh, sorry, you're still on the map level. I thought I just moved you all. There you go.
Sid!
It's okay, they won't eat him. He's made out of metal.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they don't seem to be moving. They seem to be protecting something, and it is no
Aw.
surprise to you guys that that is likely to be some eggs.
Smash the X. Smash the.
I'm just gonna ask you guys, as peoples, do we need a break at this point, or are we happy to just sort of power through? We're probably going to be finished within the hour.
I'm fine with chugga-chewing.
Yeah, I'm good.
Cool. If anybody does need a minute or two, feel free to just disappear. I just need to turn right. Cool. Yeah, with that, you see the two birds protecting something. What's the plan? And they can see you quite clearly, just in case you thought you were being sneaky.
Oh no.
No,
Have we
I'm
considered-
super sneaky.
Talking to them.
What is it with you people wanting to talk to everything we have to fight?
I'm not opposed to that though, because what would scare them down here? I don't know that they would be communicable.
Could it be the Shadow Veil?
Oh, sorry, that's a
You want to talk? Doom.
That is not what I was looking for. There you go.
I don't know how smart these birds are, I guess. Probably not as smart as that little bird. So.
You don't think they're very smart, but you don't know how smart.
Do we have time to cast things? Something right now?
The birds are over there. They're not trying to eat you.
Oh, okay. Never mind. They're not flying at us.
You do whatever the hell you want. You're not an initiative.
I want to shoot an RPG at them.
Then you'll be an initiative. And really confused because you don't know how to throw an entire game at someone's head.
Oh. Okay.
James.
Well, I think Glacius is more likely to know what the game is than the grenade.
It's not a grenade. It's a rocket
Propelled what?
Is this a
Propelled
cliff?
what?
Is this a cliff that goes down?
Shut up, James.
Sorry, what was that, Matt?
This area here, does this like go down? Is this a cliff that goes down and back up? Or
There's a
just-
little bit of a slight slope down and then across and then up. But
It's not deep.
the cliff is what you've just climbed off down there.
Right, yeah, so this isn't
That's
probably
a
get away
sheer
from
drip
that.
below you.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't be too close to that.
South of you, I guess is a better way of putting it. They're on a little platform, but it's, you know, the White Ridge would be difficult terrain to pass over, but other than that, you just treat it like normal terrain.
Can I get a refresh of why we want to kill these rocks? Who are they hurting?
They
Bounty?
keep eating people.
Oh shit.
Civilians.
It's quite annoying.
Who are they killing?
Yeah, like
Everybody
everyone and
probably.
anyone with no discrimination whatsoever. They just swoop down, eat a person, swoop off again.
We are prey to them.
I'm gonna send a message to this rock right here. Using message.
Yes, love that.
I don't know if they speak common, so I'm assuming they don't. It's probably do nothing, but
Probably not.
I'm
You should
just
do
gonna
this.
send a message to the rock saying, "Why do you keep attacking the people?"
Why do you do what you do?
You get no response at all.
Obi, what are you doing?
Try different
He's
language.
just pointing at the
Oh,
bird.
to be fair, you suggested that you spoke to the rocks, and he did
Yeah,
exactly
try
what was
Draconic.
suggested.
See what you guys are doing to Obi, okay?
Alright, well, it didn't work.
Alright.
What
And
did
you've
you
already got 2 MVPs, I can't give you another one.
Oh, yeah, Matt has 2 MVPs.
That was absolutely stunning. Yeah, okay, after that, the bird twitched its head slightly towards you.
It twitched his head and made the face of the fuck.
Like, should we just engage? What do you think?
Yeah,
We can
Like,
certainly
Did I
get
bring
it
up the
from
quest?
here.
You guys, I meant to bring up the quest. Did I bring up the quest?
you did, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That worked. I mean, does anyone want to cast anything before we do so? Like, is there any preparation you guys want to do, or are we just gonna do this?
Is
I'm
it,
pretty sure I
is
wouldn't be
it
allowed to
strange
before
behavior
combat
to me that
starts.
they're not attacking?
No, they are remaining close to their egg,
Okay.
which is what they're protecting.
Which is what we're here to destroy. So.
I imagine if we attack, they will.
You would assume,
Swarm
Ashrin,
on
that they
us.
wouldn't behave like this if it wasn't for Sid. Because of Sid's size and the amount of noise it made coming up, that's what's caused them to go into like full protection. They don't necessarily feel threatened, but they feel like the egg is threatened.
For good
Yeah,
reason.
I'm
Sid is
gonna
terrified.
Jump
I'm gonna
smash!
scramble it.
Fried in some motor oil. Okay.
Okay, are we doing this? We pop it up? We're
Yes.
just gonna attack?
But what do we do with the egg if we end up killing them?
You can
Break
decide
it.
that after the rocks are either dead or not.
Dead or alive.
We orphan it and then unorphan it.
We raise it to fly us around the world.
Yes, there we go. Can we just
Yeah, rocks,
go already? What are we
ever-tameable.
waiting for?
Hey, anything as a baby, you can raise it up and it'll be on your side. This
Alright,
is
I'm going.
tried and true.
Alright,
Okay, are you guys just gonna charge in? What's the plan?
Yeah.
Get away from the edge a little.
Good idea.
What of those of you who don't want to wait 3 turns before you can attack?
Get much closer.
Oh lord.
Your
I
limit
assume-
is here. Okay. You can't get any closer than that before you get.
I'm gonna
attacked.
get there then.
Sullivan, you with us? Do you want to cast anything in advance? You,
Yeah, I will cast Shield of Faith.
yeah.
You gotta keep the faith.
Zavril, are you at the range you want to be? Sid, I'm assuming you are 100%
I need
not
to
only.
check what my range needs to. Okay, I'm at the range that I can be just when I'm fine,
You
but I
do
will
have line of
move
sight.
to.
I'll give you
Yeah, I'll move to about here, so I'm not quite so far away from everyone else, but
Okay.
still get a vantage point.
I'll cast this on Glacius' weapon as well. Adam.
Let's
Sorry, you've
go.
gone quite quiet. Is that my end?
Who, me?
I just didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I was gonna cast adamantine weapon for Glacius.
Cool. Nice stuff.
Blur on myself. Let's do this shit.
Alright. You may
I'm
roll
going
initiative.
to get into my wild shape early.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Wow.
Just have my chalice form so I don't need to get into it later.
Nice.
It's a really low initiative.
Yo.
Yeah, what's going on?
I mean, for Alora, that's
Yeah,
Ash.
it's
She's
5 off.
usually-
A respectable 16.
You ready to die? You're all ready to die? Right, Ashrin.
Yeah, let's die.
Astra just
I
one
guess
shot him again.
I'm starting us off. Oh, I
Whoa.
kind of dislike this.
Really?
Alright, I will launch a volley at these guys. 3 shot.
Which one?
Sharpshootering.
Honors
The front
mark?
one.
Any bonus action first at all?
Yes, of
Hunter's
course I'm
Mark.
Hunter's marking that first
Hunter's
one
Mark.
up
And,
first.
any foes that you particularly favour?
Is he your favorite?
After I hit, it becomes my favorite
okay.
foe. Although that one's definitely not gonna hit, because that's a 7. And that's a 12, so I have a feeling that also misses. That was a 24.
That'll hit.
Ashton, are
And
you
I'll mark
okay?
him as my favorite foe.
Oh, and that's the one on the right, yeah? So I'm just going to put a little
Yeah.
blue note on him. So we know.
Yeah. And that's
So we'll put a love heart on
terrible
it.
rolls.
Aww.
Yeah, because we love him.
It's your favourite.
Oh.
25 piercing damage,
It's dead.
Is that computer done?
which was fairly ineffective. I will move next to Obi, because
It's
I'm
not very
concerned.
effective.
Fox.
Yep, to the one on the right. We're going to shoot guiding bolt.
May I guide your bolt?
23 to hit.
Yep.
23? Not that much. 8 radiant.
Yep. On to the next hit. Anything else from me?
Why?
Oh, I don't know. Your bonus action shape. You did your shapey thing beforehand.
Yeah, into Chalice.
Sorry, I missed that.
What else would I go into?
I don't know. You can change every round, can't you?
I'm not level 10.
No, you're not. That is true. All right, fair
You're
enough.
not
I'll give you that.
making
I don't know. I don't play everyone's class. I was just double checking. Your bonus action from me.
No.
Glacius.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait. Let me just measure this out again.
That's 35 feet. I did tell you that that white ridge is difficult terrain.
Ah, why do you do this?
Because it makes sense.
No, it's just I always like am just right
I don't
out
understand.
of.
That's 30 feet. What's the problem?
Oh, okay. If I can make it up there, fine. Yeah.
Yeah, it's only 5 feet of difficult terrain.
Fair enough. All right, I'm gonna attack
Oh my goodness.
the one that's guided bolted.
Advantage on your first hit.
That will.
Hmm.
I'm gonna add a superiority die to that. Alright, there we go. That's a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Alright. That will be 11 damage.
Yep.
And I'll go again. Fuck! What the hell?
Damn, Glacius.
I'll use one more superiority die. Try to hit. Yeah, that is 20 to hit.
That hits.
That will be 12 slashing damage and bonus action. Oh, crit! Let's go.
Wowzers.
That will be.
Is that an adamantine weapon crit?
Yeah, it's adamantine weapon crit.
Nice, nice. Like that?
That'll be 8 plus. That'll be 12 bludgeoning damage. And that's it. That's my turn.
Callum?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna send some scorching rays at this one that we're all targeting. Got my Callum dice today. That's not a good first roll. 12 to hit.
12 misses.
Cool. 15.
15 hits.
Yay. First one is 7 damage.
Nice.
And a dirty 20.
Yep, that hits.
6 more. And I will head in here. Oh, I can only move 25. There's that. Do I have any bonus actions to care about? Oh, should I get my homunculus in here? Why not? He hasn't done anything. Hasn't done anything in a while. Sounds
His head outclass you again.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have him fly like over here.
Yeah.
Let's try.
What's its range?
Oh, I got a natural one.
What's
It's
its range? 60
to
foot?
hit.
Yeah.
I believe so. Let me double check. 30 feet.
Okay, cool. It needs to come 5 feet closer.
That's okay.
Yeah, I did think it was a bigger gap when I asked you what the range was. I wasn't being finicky about 5 feet.
Well, it's, yeah, missed horribly regardless, so that's me.
The creature on the right is pissed off about this. It will swoop
Glacius.
down and it'll Glacius. It'll Talons Glacius. I'm assuming a
Damn.
28 will hit him.
That will surely hit. There's no way he's not going to avoid that.
It's 28 damage, and he's going to pick Glacius up,
Uh-oh.
fly over here,
Here to see this.
and drop him on the floor.
Reaction. Fair to fall.
Yeah, you can do that if you like.
How high up is he?
Well, he would have flown up about 30 feet, dropped Glacius, and then come round. What's the range on Featherfall?
60 foot.
Considering the creature was in the air, Jamal, you are not in range.
Well, as he passes at the point where he's going to be close enough to the ground, so he is parallel to where I am, because I'm above. That's like a valley, sort of a cliff bit that is falling down beneath me.
Oh,
right?
I see.
And
Yeah,
I'm
you
high
can
ground
get in
above.
60 feet of range of Glacius, yeah.
Yeah.
Duff, you took 28 damage and got thrown over and got dropped over here.
Cool.
I suppose it'll probably bite you before it'll drop you, actually.
Oh, okay.
But an 18 will miss, right?
No, that exactly hits.
Oh, good. We like that.
Oh.
You can take an additional 27.
Alright, cool.
Okay.
That
God
feels like a lot.
damn.
Yeah, that's a lot. This creature will swoop by. I suppose actually. Hold on. You can
Seems
use your
like-
opportunity attack, I suppose, Darth, as you get
Oh,
dropped
sure, why not?
in the air. I guess you're leaving its range. Or it's leaving your range when it drops you from the sky.
25.
Yeah. As he drops, you're like, yeah, you know, to hit it.
Oh, damn. That's 14
yeah,
slashing.
okay. That's fair.
Go off.
That was one off from Max.
This creature is going to swoop down here, I guess, to Scorching Ray person. And
Scorching
attempt
Ray?
to beat you. That is a natural 20, McGainer.
Oh,
Blurred.
God.
You got disadvantage, so try again.
Oh, yeah, Blur.
Take that natural.
Oh!
Okay, cool.
Ugh.
I like that.
Yeah.
Is that a nat one? Yeah, let's go.
27
No.
to hit you?
That's not a crit, though. I'll take it.
Okay, call 25 piercing damage.
Yep.
And then it will attempt to talon you.
Talon.
That'll miss, though. And it will then fly out your range,
It has a plus
I'll take an
13.
provoking an opportunity
Yeah.
attack.
Oh. Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh, I meant to roll right here. But whatever. So my opportunity attack 19.
Yeah, but your blur got broken, right?
My blur is super broken. For me.
It's broken by 1, sadly enough, actually.
Well,
Wait. No. That's a con save, isn't it? You're next to Sullivan. You have +5.
I do have +5.
Is it 10 foot of range or 5, Josh?
10.
Then yeah, you maintain your concentration on blur,
Sullivan!
and it's a 19 to hit, is it?
Mm-hmm.
That'll hit.
9 slashing damage.
Love that for
Alright.
you. Punch it. Oh, sorry, I've damaged the wrong creature. There we go.
You damaged Glacius.
Does that conclude my turn? Yes, it does. Elliot, you're up. I was about to ask if it concluded your turn. I was like, it's my turn. Sullivan,
No, it's our turn.
what are you doing?
Yes. So 30.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
And then is it in flying?
I know they
This
both
one?
re-landed.
They're both re-landed. Perfect. Then I will strike at them.
I'll do a little marker on the map. The egg is like between them here. That's why they keep landing there.
Fairs. That's an 18 to hit.
Yep.
That's 9 slashing damage. And awful 3 radiant damage.
You are smiting, yes, at the first level.
Yes. And then again. Oh, that's a nat 1 to hit. And I will action shove it.
I thought you were going to say action serve.
Nothing happens.
A bonus
Nothing
action
happens
shove.
when you bonus action shove it. Zabel, you're up.
Right, I would like to make an attempt to lock the back one here to the ground.
Okay.
Using Earthbind.
Okay.
That's going to be a strength save.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's a 22.
That saves.
Any bonus action from you?
That bonus action. Yeah, I'll fragile shield. What's my range on fragile shield right now? 60 feet, so I need to move down the cliff edge. Is this difficult terrain, isn't it?
No. You can do it to anybody that isn't Elliot.
In a case, if I move down here, can I shield Sullivan still? Or is that am I still out of range?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, yeah, I'll fragile shield Sullivan.
Okay, cool.
So
Obi.
Sullivan's at a 24 now?
Very nice.
Yeah.
Obi.
I'm gonna move to there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, please be careful, Obi.
I'm gonna cast Chilling Winds on both of them at first level. I'm gonna twin spell it.
Nice. Okay, it's con save.
Yeah, they gotta make a con save.
I feel like they're good at
It's
that.
probably a good number.
Oh.
It's a 22 and a 19.
Wow.
Right, they both pass.
Mm-hmm.
Still take half damage, whatever I roll.
Yeah. They're quite
Roll
used to the
real
chilling
well.
winds, being flying birds and all that.
And they both take 5 damage.
Don't they both take 8 damage because of your affinity?
Yeah, sorry, 8 damage.
Yeah. Cool. Is that you, Obi?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Ashrin.
2 shots at the front one that I've Hunter's marked.
Yep.
Still sharpshooting at a 19 and an 18.
Oh, they will both hit.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
go!
Okay. Favored foe. 22 on the first one.
The creature is wounded.
Oh, yes.
27 on the second one.
Cool.
That'll be me.
Fox.
Yep. I like to move up to here. And with action, get Aura Vitality up and bonus action to heal Glacius.
Yep.
Yay!
So there's that, and then an additional. So 18 points of healing altogether.
Let's go. Doubled my HP.
Does that conclude your turn, Fox?
Yep.
Gracious, you're up.
So just as a reminder, this area here that's not difficult terrain, right?
I mean, I would assume that is... You can't just walk up a cliff, right? You'd have to go up the path. This
But do
bit
I
here is difficult terrain, but unless you have a climbing speed, you can't just walk up the cliff.
Do I have line of sight of both of them?
Yeah, they're huge. They're gargantuan creatures. Almost 30 feet
Alright.
tall.
Then can I arc my Javelin of Lightning using its effect?
What's its range?
120 feet.
Yeah, you can throw a ball of lightning at them. 2 dex saves, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that is a 14 and an 11.
Alright, so one failed, the other one passed from that mistake. Yeah. So then Ooh, that'll be 18 lightning damage to the one that failed and half to the one that passed.
Cool.
Nice.
Are you also going to move somewhere, I assume?
Yeah. I was just because.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, makes sense.
I'm gonna move here, and then I will second wind.
You have
And
cover
that's
there
my turn.
from them. You have cover from them, but no line of sight right now because you're at the bottom of the cliff edge, right?
Yeah, that's why I did it
I'm
first.
I'm just letting you know. Callum.
Okay, first of all, I will bonus action have Sid repair.
Okay.
Let's see. Not bad. 15 HP is bad.
Pretty good.
Well, that's more than I got.
That is not true.
No, from my second wind. I mean.
Oh, I see. And, ooh, I sure hope I don't take another big hit, but I'm gonna get in there. Let's see if I can make it.
Boom, boom,
5, 10, 15, 20. Yep, I can just make it. And let's swing with the great axe.
Are you making scary noises as you do to intimidate
That is a 19.
19 will hit.
Yay. 14 damage. All right.
Nice. Creature is severely wounded.
Oh, please, let's finish it. And 15. That hit before, I think.
Yeah, 15 hits. Sorry, I forgot you got 2 attacks. That's really confused.
Yeah. Another
What?
12.
Nice.
Is it dead?
No.
Damn it!
Is it dead?
Severely
Wait,
wounded
nine.
means it's got below 25%. Right, so it's not a.
Wait, can I shoot it and kill it?
Cool. No, because bonus action has been used. Sullivan. The creature at the back will fly in towards you, attempting to pick you up in its talons. That is a 32 to hit you.
I'd like to use my reaction to counter spell.
You can use your reaction to make a concentration saving throw on your shield.
Counterspell.
Fragile shield will break. You take 22 piercing damage.
Wait, if Fragile Shield breaks, what? Why?
Oh no,
I-
your fragile shield doesn't break. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it just subverts the shield.
I got a 14 on the save.
That's plenty. So you keep your concentration on Shield of Faith. It will pick you up.
Oh
No,
no.
come
Buy me a
back!
drink first if you're gonna
It'll
pick
fly
me up.
sort of over here. It'll drop you out of the sky. And just before it does, it sort of tosses you up. Headbutts you and then
Not
flies
the
off.
combat
You
one.
may make an opportunity attack. As
I'd
it
love
is
to.
out of your range. Let me just double check that. Yeah, okay, that's perfect.
That's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, so as you are falling, you are able to strike at it, but not before it headbutts you. So let me just give you the headbutt damage. Oh, it's an one. It missed. It was trying to do fancy shit. Shouldn't have tried
That's
to do
what you
fancy
get for
shit.
fancy shit.
Should have
So
just headbutted Michaela.
No, not me.
Should have headbutted Sid.
That's 11 slashing and
Sid.
7 radiant.
18 damage is a fairly respectable hit.
Yeah.
Cool. That concludes that one's turn. This one is going to, much the same, attempt to headbutt Sid.
Okay.
A 19 to hit.
With disadvantage, I think.
It still has disadvantage, doesn't it?
Yeah,
yes.
blur,
Thanks,
baby.
Elliot.
It's still a 19 to
No.
hit.
Okay, that's fine. Just let me have it.
I thought Blur dropped.
No,
No.
Sullivan.
Oh, right.
Or protection, baby.
16
Paladins
piercing
+5.
damage. You may make another concentration saving throw.
Okay, I'll do that. This one will be better. I don't have Elliot to save me this time. There we go.
You run your own, kid.
Yeah. And you are fine.
Yeah,
So
yo.
again, with disadvantage, the creature will attempt to talons you. It's a 19 to hit.
Again, goddamn.
It's trying to pick you up.
Yeah.
Nah,
fine.
Sullivan.
Cool.
Not
How much do you weigh?
It's too heavy.
I'm heavy, you know. Few hundreds. Few hundreds.
Oh, okay, yeah, no. It'll pick you up with ease. It has an 1,000-pound carry weight.
Yeah, I'm not that heavy yet.
Yeah, and it'll drop you off a cliff.
Okay. Can I have an opportunity attack as he shatters my Sid?
You can. Sid will not take
I'm
falling
left.
damage. With Sullivan, I'm afraid you would have done, so you need to roll me a 3d6.
Oh,
I was
no, I
really- I
was
was really-
Sullivan.
Okay.
Oh, thank God, because I was really hoping you forgot.
What's the range on Featherfall, Jamel?
60 foot.
Right, okay, you are aware that it's 5 people, right?
Does it just
Yeah,
matter?
but Sullivan was the one being dropped, so
Okay,
my reaction would have been Featherfall Sullivan.
I'm fairly sure you can Featherfall Sullivan and 5 other people, can you not? Or do they have to all fall
Can
in?
I?
I don't know.
I'll choose up to 5. Yeah, okay, I'll Featherfall. I'll make sure that
Okay, does it say choose
the
up to
front
5 people
5.
that are falling?
Everyone except Ashrin, because Ashrin's never getting hit.
Up to 5 falling creatures
Yes,
within
okay, cool.
range.
Oh,
So,
falling creatures, right,
yes,
yeah.
Alora is right. You can only target Sullivan, so that is 5.
Sully.
But it will last on. It's not concentration, is
Reaction, just a reaction. It lasts a
it?
minute.
It lasts a minute. Okay, so it'll last for the rest of combat for each of you, unless somehow this goes over 10 rounds. Michaela, your opportunity attack was
16.
16 will hit. With some damage.
Oh, max damage. Have a 16 damage.
Damn.
Is he dead
Sullivan,
now?
you're up.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh,
I like the
wow.
way that you don't question it. You took 150 damage to wound the creature, but as soon as it's severely wounded, every hit should kill it, right?
Yeah,
Pretty much. Pretty
exactly.
What do you mean
and
it's
then
not dead yet?
I
Yeah.
will send out a celestial burst.
A Sullivan burst.
One on the right, the severely wounded one, yeah.
Yes.
And the far one.
Which is 15 to hit.
15 will hit.
Nice.
All right. You know it's
And that is 11 radiant damage.
It might be lower than that. You don't know. You just know it's 15.
So, at least 15.
Yep. Anything else from you, Sullivan?
Just I'll shake my fist. Why I oughta.
Zavro, you're up.
Unfortunately, these things have a lot of con. They have a lot of strength. My
They don't have
spells.
good
They do appear to be gargantuan. That is unsurprising.
Yes, it is unsurprising, but since I am somewhat running out of options for disabling and control, I'm going to have to make these ones make a dex save, because I'm going to do something which is not something I would usually do. I'm throwing a fireball at them.
Love that for you.
First fireball.
They get a 17 and a 7.
The 17 is a save, and the 7 is a fail. And the damage is 26 fire damage.
Okay. It's dead.
Let's go!
The other one is annoyed.
First blood.
Bro.
I will tell you that it is the dead one that succeeded on the save.
Oh.
Oh!
Very nice.
Wow,
No,
okay.
that's not what you wanted. You wanted it the other way around. So,
Is
yeah.
it?
Oh, no, sorry, that is what you wanted. Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best option. Yeah.
Sorry. You
Okay.
did maximum damage to the one that's up. That's the point.
So Glacius has Featherfall, Sullivan has Featherfall. They're still up because they technically last even though they've hit the ground. So I don't have to worry about that. Bonus action, shield. Let's shield Callum.
Okay.
I think.
Fragile shield on Callum.
What
Obi.
is that?
And
plus 2
in
AC
my
until you
last
block an
moments,
Nice.
yeah, in my last moments, let's see, can I
Wait,
cannot get
Zavel's
any
died?
close.
Next turn.
No, in my last moments for the turn before I pass over, I'll actually run up right next to Glacius. Yeah.
Okay, Obi.
Alright.
Oh,
I'm
it's
back
gonna hit the
here.
ground. Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, fair.
Boo, rules
I'll
square.
follow up the fireball
Sorry.
with an ice ball.
No,
Okay.
you're right.
Dex save is a 18? 17?
Ooh, alright, that passes. It still takes. Half of that.
Ice explosion.
Nice,
Takes
nice.
half of it. Only half of 18. It's 9.
Why? Why is it only half of 18?
Because it takes, if it passes the first deck save to pass the full damage, it takes no piercing damage.
Doesn't sound like this one right
Yeah, it says creatures caught on both parts of the blast make only one deck save, taking half of the cold damage and none of the piercing on a successful save.
now. Yeah, it's nice of me, wasn't it? Cool. But your affinity does max damage. You don't get half for that, so it's half of the
So it's
cold
half
plus your
13.
affinity, which would be 11, I believe.
11 cold damage. And then I will use 2 soul story points to use Firebolt as a bonus action.
Yep.
The 17.
17 hits.
Nice.
6 fire damage.
Nice.
Sick.
Big whack. Ashrin.
I will move my Hunter's Mark to the other one and take 2 shots.
Yep.
One shot it.
What's going to happen?
This is
You
actually
underestimate Ashrin.
Even using a crit card and getting 2 crits, it is not possible.
Oh, that's what I was counting on.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
kind
just
of
not
wondering if I
possible. It's
should.
got too much
I'm
HP.
kind of wondering
for
if I should use that to re-roll. Is using as an inspiration a re-roll, or do you have to say it
that.
ahead
Reroll
of
with
time?
advantage.
Oh, even better.
No, I'll save it. I'll save it. No, only 1 hit for a 16.
Yep.
Oh.
Sorry. For a 16 to hit. Yeah.
Yeah, 25 damage.
Okay, I've healed it for the 16 I've just dealt it. Now I'll deal it 25 damage. Does that conclude your turn?
Yeah.
Fox?
Yep. Let's hit it with a tidal wave.
Sure. Why not?
Love that.
Needs to make a dex save.
I guess it's
Why don't you
8.
just-
It was not expecting
Wow.
a tidal wave.
Yeah, so that's a
It is
fail. So
unfortunately immune to the prone condition. But it will take... no, it's not.
yeah,
It's not immune to the
what the
prone condition.
why?
Oh, wow.
Almost all gargantuan creatures are. But this one, it should be.
Listen, this was a
Well,
gargantuan.
it's a bird, right? It's
wave.
if you knock it on its ass, it's on its ass.
Yes.
Yeah, I wet its wings.
And the damage?
24 damage.
Cool. Nice. That is actually quite annoying.
Good.
That's the idea. And then bonus action, I'll heal Glacius again.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Glacius, after you are healed
Alright.
for...
Not the most. 10?
10 hit points. It is your turn.
That was 10 more than I had. Wait, let me just measure this out again. Oop, okay. Good turn.
Callum?
You could dash.
I could dash, but then I can't attack. Like I can't bonus action attack. I would have to action surge if I did it.
No, but you could dash, is the point, right? Or you could
Before
dodge.
my turn ended, could I have
No.
moved?
Oh, yeah, of
No,
course. Sorry.
Okay.
You live there now.
Actually, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, hey Fox. I'll take the dodge action. Why not?
Callum.
Ooh, that's fun. Okay, yeah, I will get up here. How much move? This is like 10 to get here?
Yeah.
10, okay. Okay, well, I can only make it about there. I will pull out. Remind me, was recalling my new returning axe, was that a bonus action?
Nope.
Just, I gotta
You just
say the
shouted it.
name. Yay, I get to throw my shiny new axe. So I'll do that.
Okay.
That's it. 22 to hit.
Oh, 22 most definitely hits.
Hell yeah! It's a great axe.
Only a
This is
hand
Callum
axe,
throwing
actually.
it. It's not
No.
Sid, right? Because Sid's... Oh, is Sid broken or not?
No, Sid's still standing. I was
Oh,
gonna
nice,
have him
okay.
repair.
Right, cool.
Okay, so that is.
Actually, Callum throwing a hand axe this distance would be incredible, wouldn't it?
And... okay, there we go.
Wow.
Wow. Bad damage. But I will call the name and call it back. The name is, by the way, Sweet Pea.
So you throw it and there's like, Sweet Pea! And it comes back.
Get back
it
here. And then can I.
materializes back in your hand. It doesn't fly back, it actually just rematerializes.
Ooh, that's even cooler. Can I throw it again with my 2 attacks?
Yeah, why the fuck not?
Yay. Then that's a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah.
7 more.
The creature is now wounded.
Bo- yeah. Bonus action. Sid, heal yourself for the love of God.
Okay.
For the love of God, Sid, heal.
Yeah. All right. And that's my turn.
Okay, with only 60 foot of movement speed, it will provoke an opportunity to attack from Glacius as it enters your range.
Hi, cha.
It is going to leave your range as well, but not by much. A 16 will hit.
Alright, that will be 12 slashing damage.
Fox, 15 I'm assuming will miss you.
Yep.
Wow, that's incredible.
A 28 I'm assuming will not. 28 damage. And it is hovering just here. You may
Fox, are you
opportunity
dead?
attack it with your forehead if you wish. Or whatever it is that you are holding that you can hit it within melee range, Fox. But please make a concentration check on your aura vitality as well.
Yeah, I'll make an AOP attack with my only weapon.
Yeah, hit it with that. Hit it with that. Love that.
All right, it doesn't roll. Okay.
You can just have it as it's quarterstaff, so it's standard quarterstaff damage.
Yeah. 21 to hit.
A 21 will hit.
Damn.
Damn.
You give it that d6 plus 3.
Bonk.
Oh, there's no plus to this. It's just 2 damage.
Oh, it was your proficiency bonus only.
Yeah.
Love that. Okay, so you bonk it
have
for
no
2 damage.
strength.
Did you maintain your concentration on aura vitality?
No.
No.
Oh.
Okay. Down it goes. Cool.
Ruh-roh-raggy.
Elliot. It is hovering 10 feet in the air.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, technically it's like 15, I suppose. So it's 10 feet plus the height of Fox. So
Okay.
17 feet
So-
in the air, is that right? Something like that, right? Like 7 foot tall-ish.
Yeah,
that makes
closer
no
to
difference.
18.
That makes no difference to me.
It's only relevant for the exact height because it's worth mentioning that Glacius, if you were stood underneath it, you could still hit it its feet.
Hell yeah, man.
But,
I will just cast a Celestial Burst.
Yep.
That's a dirty 20 to hit,
That'll hit.
and that's 8 radiant damage.
Mhm.
That's my turn.
Zabel.
I would like to do. Wait, is this thing in the air right now, or is it on the
Yes.
ground still?
We just went over
17
this.
feet in the air.
Right, 17 feet in the air. Gotcha. So that probably isn't the best of ideas. Then in that case, I'll just Scorching Ray the thing at 2nd level.
Nice.
First one to hit is going to be an 18.
Standing shoulder to shoulder like frames.
That'll be 6 fire. Next one is 27 to hit for 9 fire. And the third one is only 10 to hit.
Which one is?
Yep.
And a bonus action from
Okay.
any movement.
I'll Fragile Shield, Fox.
Any movement from you.
That's sweet.
No, I'll just stay chilled here for now.
I will say you probably had to move like this and then back to do that anyway because this.
Sure.
Yeah, this cliff edge is.
No, I gotcha. Yeah.
Oh,
No
you
worry.
are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use sorcery points to use Fireball as a bonus action.
Yep. No, not.
15.
Yeah, 15 hits.
– 14 fire damage.
Hit.
Yeah.
Creatures
For my
severely
action, I'm gonna use Fireball again.
Yep.
Ooh, that's an 11.
That'll miss. In
I'll
general,
fire
Max, you
full
should
then.
usually use the action one first.
I
Just,
thought you said I should use the bonus action first.
I think usually.
Does it
No.
really matter then?
Yes, only because if you get counterspelled, you can actually cast another spell, I believe, because you didn't get to cast
Oh,
a
I
spell,
don't-
right?
See.
So you could, I mean, obviously it doesn't matter when using Firebolt, but if you were using Fireball and you got counterspelled, you could bonus action Fireball, right? Any movement from you?
No, I'm gonna stay right here.
Asher, you're up.
Kill it.
2 shot. Finish him.
18 and 13.
18 will hit.
That's pretty good. That's 18 plus 33.
33. No,
Wow.
Arcane, it's not dead. Does that
Darn.
I
I thought for sure.
Yep.
Fox. You seem to be
Fox, kill it.
almost melee range of this creature.
But I'm not
Stop.
melee range.
No, you're not.
Which means I shoot guiding bolt
Yeah.
for natural 20.
Oh!
Whoa!
Love that. Love that.
Is it dead?
Go ahead. Let's find out. I mean, it's
Did-
whatever it is plus 24, right? So.
The dice were stuck in a corner.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so 10,
That's 34
I-
damage.
yeah, 34.
Wow!
34 is 1 over what you needed.
Yeah!
Dead!
Creature
Fox,
is
first
dead.
blood,
It has been
first
guided
blood,
to its
first-
death.
I guided it to the afterlife.
Sweet of you.
Guided him down the river
Um,
Styx.
Yeah, with that, you have defeated the rocks. I'll let you guys discuss what you're going to do with an egg. I'll be back in a second.
Shoot it.
Yeah, I want to check out this egg.
6 foot
Oh
tall.
my god.
Yeah,
I'm gonna guiding bolt him up the butt.
Look
Well,
at this
I
egg.
have a good way of dealing with an egg. If anyone fancies omelette, I can shatter an egg.
Hold on a sec.
Well, hold on. We'd have to know the fire first, because all the yolk will come out if you just shatter it now.
I'm pretty
We
sure at this
turned the
point, if you
nest
shatter the egg, it
into
will
a
just be
campfire.
an almost fully formed
Ooh.
fledgling popping out of it, dead.
Yeah,
Could raise the rock as my own.
I don't think
Yes.
God. I don't think God's gonna let you do that.
It's they literally become gargantuan birds. I don't even know if they can be tamed or raised as pets at this point.
Not with that attitude.
Also, how
This is like
How
trying to
bad?
tame a Charizard with 0 badges.
With some help.
is 6 feet tall.
7 of us.
There is a 6 by 3 foot egg in the nest.
Apparently, we want to tame it.
Obi wants to raise it. Some of us want to eat it.
Yeah, Ashran, you know that rocks are incredibly unintelligent. Training them is almost impossible. They have
Aw.
3 intelligence.
Yeah, but you said almost.
Can I
What
check
if-
the shell of the egg to see how, like, if it's near hatching?
Give me a
Nature check?
medicine check.
Oh, that's fair. What if we cast
Okay.
Awaken on the frog?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean that's why I said almost, right? Without facilitating its intelligence using magic, you can sound training.
12.
12. It's definitely probably not going to get any. I mean, it's not going to get any bigger. No, okay. I don't know why I said that. It definitely doesn't give you too much indication, is what I was trying to say. You try to give much indication of how close it is to hatching. But you do know that with the rocks staying this close to it, it's probably closer than not, maybe a month or 2.
So not
Rock eggs stay in the
like-
rock babies stay in the egg for 6 months.
Okay.
And
So
Awaken's
not-
a 5th level spell, so I don't think anyone has access to
No, we're not there
Maybe we
yet.
will in 2 months' time.
3 more levels.
it. James, can we level up 3 times real quick?
You've got a bigger problem than that. How are you going to incubate a 6-foot egg?
With 5.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you're going to have
no.
Sid sit on it? Like, I don't know.
Yes,
Do you know what I mean?
absolutely
It's not
I've
really
played Ark. You just put some air conditioners and some bonfires and just surround it.
air conditioners. Good luck with that.
Sid, you can do this, right?
I can build an air conditioner.
No, I think most likely we are either going to smash it or eat it.
Which would still involve smashing it.
Can
Yeah.
we not just leave it and let nature do its thing?
No, because then the Vrock will grow up. It's going, like, if it...
Honestly,
it sure as hell
it'll-
won't. If you
Yeah,
leave it where
it's-
it is not going to survive.
Yeah, it's going to die with or without us. Might as well make it quick, instead of...
Yeah,
letting
I can make it very quick.
Can you?
Oh,
Yeah,
we-
shut up.
Hey, can you?
What is that?
Josh, I think that's
music?
your mic.
Josh, your mock's giving off a beat.
I thought that was the music!
There was some hip hop coming through your microphone.
No.
Obi doesn't make a dent.
Obi punched the egg. Does he shatter it into a billion pieces?
No. The egg is twice the size of Obi.
One
That's
damage.
your hand.
The 1 damage goes back to Obi.
But yeah, I can make it pretty quick if need be.
Alright.
Yeah, shatter. Just shatter on the egg. That would pretty much
Oh.
obliterate the egg, and
Would it?
I'm pretty sure it
What
would.
about,
It's-
what about the fireball that got thrown at the
I'll
egg
stand
before?
over here.
Yeah,
And
it's
the
been hit
tidal
by
wave.
2
Also a tidal
fireballs
wave.
and the tidal
Yeah,
wave.
well,
It is
why
still-
do we
It is still
Yeah,
currently okay.
why do we
Oh.
think that the egg is so fragile?
It's fragile. It's that shatter is incredibly concussive and can break a lot of
It
things,
is
right?
Designed to break stuff.
Is it really a rock?
What if
It's
we
just an
use
actual rock.
It's just a rock.
Yeah, it's just a rock.
it's a rock.
It's not just.
Yeah.
Boulder.
Jamal, Shadow specifically does not say about breaking anything. It just says that
Oh, okay.
a creature made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on a saving throw. My logic being right is that you cast Shatter on enemies, their stuff doesn't explode.
No, that's very true.
So
It's
why
just
would
I thought
the
it would
egg-
very much. I mean, because well, the way I was thinking of this, right? It's inorganic material, right? The egg
No.
itself.
No, it is specifically as organic as material can
Oh.
get.
What if
No,
we
because
pick it up and throw it
it's
off a cliff?
it's
Well, I suppose the egg itself isn't alive, the creature inside is, but
yeah, but that's my thought of like
it's not metal,
it
crystal, or stone, is it?
No, it isn't. It isn't
It's
stone,
an
but
egg.
it's
It's
yeah,
rock.
it isn't rock, no, but it's yeah, it is a rock, but it isn't rock. You know what I mean?
With a
don't we
concerted
just
effort,
test it a bunch
Glacius
of
might be able to
times?
get into it with a weapon, but you probably
is
damage
that
the
like-
weapon in the
okay.
process.
I'm good. Let's just throw it off a cliff.
It is literally like a rock. Like, I mean, it survived 2 fireballs and a tidal wave. Could you do that?
I didn't realize it was actually hitting the egg. Okay, right.
Is the egg prone?
I think it might
I have
be.
advantage on my swing.
No, they can't
Yeah,
shake
no,
it
okay.
around it. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Obi
How
cannot
about we
move
just
the egg.
leave it?
Yeah, how about
I
you
guess
just
what we
don't?
can do. I guess what we can do is how
You
much
could
can Sid
paint
carry?
it and roll it down a hill.
How much can Sid carry?
How much is it? What? How much can Sid
How much
carry?
can Sid carry?
I don't know. How much can Sid carry?
He's pretty strong. I got 16 strength. So not that strong, actually.
Stronger than the robot.
You think the egg's about 220 pounds? Can you lift that?
Oh no, I'm sorry. His strength's 18. I forgot I increased.
Still
I can
stronger
carry
than
that.
the egg.
Who can carry
Yes,
it together?
you can carry that
Yeah,
as long
you're
as you
still
don't pick
stronger.
anything else up, right?
Yeah.
Because my idea is we can always let gravity do the work. Sid can I can enable Sid to fly. Sid flies up and then
Oh my
It's almost like I
God.
said to do that.
Guys, it's an egg. It will not survive.
Just leave it.
yeah, true. It won't survive. I was just
Like,
thinking to
even
make
if
it quicker, you know.
hatches, it won't survive. I mean, you
Just,
can
Yeah,
just
that's
leave
true.
it alone.
I didn't know if you wanted to try and, like, yeah, actually do something with the animal inside, but I don't think you need to spend much time trying to work out how to kill it.
I like how
Fuck's
all of us
sake, man.
sitting here talking about it, and
What's wrong
Obi's
with you?
just like punching it, trying to pick it up.
Mage hand,
Obi's-
the egg.
Mage.
What if
15 pounds? Or is it 5?
What if Obi and the mage hand work together?
Yeah,
to
they
know, can
might
you
be
do it?
able to move it slightly occasionally if the wind is blowing in the right direction.
Yeah, let's
Um,
just leave it alone.
I want to search around the nest area just to see if there's any remnants of loot, basically, from
Yeah.
people that they've killed and brought back. And
Yeah, no, for the most part, they would eat the creatures sort of, and then just spit out the boots or whatever, like wherever they were flying.
Oof, boots.
Yeah.
Oh, what do we do as proof of kill? Talons or something?
Tell
Talons?
the guys that the. I mean, you can definitely harvest parts of the rock, but in general, you can just tell people that the rocks aren't gonna hunt anymore, and General Ambar is likely to believe you, especially when the rocks then don't make any more attacks.
Oh, I'm getting some nice decorative rock feathers, just saying.
Nevertheless, you
Oh, yeah.
can actually harvest some proper things from this. So it
Steak.
is a huntering and gathering check if anybody's proficient in those. I think, Laura, you are.
Yep.
Yeah. Bear with me a second, because we do actually have these on D&D Beyond, I think.
Diego also got hit with like a lightning bolt, so I think it's fine.
Oh.
Oh?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
it hatched.
No, the hunger items haven't come up from a... I don't know if you haven't enabled them. But you must do, you've got 100 spells.
It's Pikachu!
There we go, okay. Sorry, I couldn't get it to come up. You may take 6 bird's feather.
Burb.
And I believe. No. Okay. You can just make a little note of 4 claws of talons, or however you want to write it down, and I will put them on D&D Beyond. They're in the spreadsheet, but they're not on D&D Beyond yet. So rocks, talons. So you can get lots of feathers for like fletching and stuff, but to use them in alchemy, you need like a perfectly preserved rock feather, which is like a really big feather. And if anybody knows like ostriches, they don't actually produce that many feathers at any given time. So yeah, you're able to extract 6 proper ones. You can also extract their eyes. You're not sure whether they're going to be any use or not, but you can give it a go. Yeah.
Can we get some meat off them bones?
You can definitely have rock for dinner.
Yeah.
I just put a rock on a skillet and just start.
I don't think you do. I think you, let's go at it with an axe. After which is the plan to...
Here you go. Actually, speaking of that, Glacius, I noticed you kind of don't have much in the way of range options.
You are correct.
There's a javelin of lightning.
Yeah, but that's once per day, right? Or am I crazy?
The javelin can be thrown multiple times, but it needs to be picked up.
Yeah.
All right. Here. I'm gonna hand you my sweet pea.
I have sweet pea?
Yeah, you can have it.
Wait, I think James has...
It has served its purpose. Done with that.
No, I just wanted to name it, and then I was like...
Once? Okay, here you go. I don't want to...
I wanted to use it once, but I got lots of range options.
You've got a host of cantrips and stuff, right? So.
And yeah, I'm tired of watching Glacius run around the battlefield trying to catch up to people.
it is quite upsetting.
Only condition is you can't change the name. The name is.
I don't think I could change the name if I wanted to.
No, you couldn't. That's the only thing I was going to say. As you can, but it has been named. It might take a couple of nights of sleeping with it before it believes it's your owner. Otherwise, you might shout "Sweet Pea" and it'll appear in Sid's hand, which will confuse everyone. But
we're fighting a band, and I say "Sweet Pea."
Is the plan to pace the roads and see whether you can find any bandits?
I think we head to the eastern crossings and do that.
Well, I mean, the eastern crossroads is where the soldiers went missing from, so that would be where you go and ask about that. But yeah, I mean, do you want to sort of walk down you want to head back from? Because obviously, right now you're up in the mountains. You could technically walk over land, but if you want to encounter the bandits, you're best off going to the path.
Yeah, we should probably do the path.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Pooth.
The Charlie Pooth.
And by the time you reach the bottom of the mountain foothills on the road, it is early evening, about 6:30, when you come across 2 men sprinting in your direction. They look terrified.
Stop, criminal scum! You have violated the law.
They don't appear to have done so.
No, they're
what are they running from?
As they're running, they shout, "Troll!"
In the dungeon?
No!
Oh my fucking
Back
god.
there! 2 of them!
What kind of troll? Color
Wait
are
a
they?
minute.
I don't know what kind of troll is a troll! I just know
what
they were
color,
trolls!
what color are they?
Was it on a bridge?
White and green! No!
Okay.
They came out,
Okay.
they came from over the hills!
Oh, okay. So this is like a real thing this time. not-
Which way are they pointing? Are they pointing toward that way or? that
No,
way?
they came from the. I'm really not good at clicking things at the same time. They came from the direction you are headed in. So they're running that way,
convenient.
and you're going that way.
Very convenient.
And they've like, trolls came after us.
Cool.
All right.
All right. Well, put another side quest down.
The Shadow Hunters will handle it. We gotta remember to name drop.
Yeah. The Shadow
anybody-
Hunters, remember?
Is anybody still back there?
No,
them?
but we had to abandon our cart.
No. What
I-
was on
Wait,
it?
is it normal to see trolls just like on the road like this? I doubt it. Yeah. All right. Well, something is amiss.
Maybe they're lying.
If you find our cart, though, like we threw a tarp over it. Are you gonna like deal with it now? It's only like 100 feet to our cart.
Unfortunately, session will be ending soon, so no, we will not be dealing with it right. Yes.
Cool.
I imagine upon hearing this, Glacius will be like, "All right, well, let's go."
Okay.
I shall be more sneaky along the side of the road.
Well, that's what I was going to suggest, right? Is Ashrin, if you want to sneak off, it's
Skyrim
not-
crouch.
It's not long before you see.
Trolls in the dungeon.
No.
That's just thought you ought to know.
Sorry, I'm taking a little while to load. Ashrin, if you want to place your token up here, top left.
I
Sorry,
see the
my paper
blackness.
Cool. I just needed you to put it down. Yeah, you're able to sneak through the trees, and just about there, you will see the cart on the ground. I don't actually have a cart, so maybe I can put something there. Let me see if we can do. Do I have a tent of some sort? That is a man. Where is a tent? There we go. I'm going to use a tent instead of a cart, but basically, yeah, you see it there. You do not see any trolls at the cart.
Do I hear anything?
Perception check.
Roll noises. Or bandit noises.
Oh, 26.
Shadowville.
Yeah, you hear. I'm going to move you just for the sake of moving you, although you're not actually moved. Down in this direction, you hear sort of noises. The trolls aren't being
there's
particularly
nothing.
quiet. They are just fleeing in that direction. Fleeing's an extensive word. They're not running away from anything. They're just going that way. For reference, your party are down. I mean, they're all the way down there, but they're down there. So, by technicality, keep going a little bit more. They're down the trail to the left. There you go.
And the trolls are like this way.
The trolls are down there.
This way.
Yeah, somewhere down there, I think.
I will report back that they're not near the cart, and they do appear to be leaving the area.
That doesn't mean we should let them.
Then we best get going quietly.
Ah, yes.
Okay, party, you may place yourselves on the map over here.
Bonk.
I will quietly separate from everybody else.
Yes. what you might-
Somebody once told.
Oh no.
Somebody take up the pinging if there's still people who getting on the map, because
I'm in the void again.
what?
I see my column,
Bitch.
but I just see a black box.
I see. Hold on. I don't know why it's nighttime. It shouldn't be nighttime. Oh, it's not nighttime. I don't know.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
I can
just
see
hit
now.
Save. Nothing.
Okay, the pinging is so scary.
One of us.
Oh, is this their cart?
Yes, that is the cart.
Cool.
Kelm just walks up. Is this their car?
Let me just open this up.
What have they got? Commandeer some things.
What's the plan?
Yeah.
You're just gonna chase them down?
Oh,
Josh.
yeah.
I don't know, Astrid just like
She's being
sniped.
stealthy.
Yeah.
See Ashram.
Okay.
First we should check the cart, but then yeah, we should go after them.
Just hold there, Ashton. I'm just waiting for the trolls to load.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Load in the dungeon.
Upon hearing you pursuing them, they will turn and they come out around the trees for you. And they
okay.
begin shambling towards you. They are actually large creatures, so.
They don't hear me. I'm stealthing.
No, they didn't hear you. Not that lot. Yeah, exactly. The metal
Callum
clinking
jumped
happens, and
Guys, what did I miss?
at that point, as the trolls lumber on around the corner, they sort of shout out, "Meat!"
Oh.
Meet what? But
You must be talking about you guys.
yeah. Does anyone? Are they speaking common?
I think
No,
meat
they
was in
shouted
common.
meat in a language you didn't understand, and I kindly translated it for you.
Good, good. All right, go at it, Sullivan. You're the one who always wants to talk this out.
Can trolls be communicated with? We should just...
Yeah, what do we know about trolls?
They speak giant, and occasionally they have a few words of common. They are incredibly nasty and vile creatures. They are violent and they tend to be evil. They generally enjoy feasting on humans.
Oh,
that.
and
Okay.
I will. If I will,
Think
Yeah,
I'm not
I'll
human.
I'll relay that information. But there's no words for these.
Oh wow, that's weird.
We
Okay.
must
Let's just
slay. We must slay these beasts
Wait,
before-
do you guys
before they do more harm.
see the trolls?
No.
No.
Oh, we just heard them. Okay.
They have been sighted, but not by you.
Probably by Ashrin. I
Yes,
don't know where
Ashton
she is on this
briefly saw
map.
them. Oh, the trolls are in that direction.
Okay.
Through the
Take up
trees.
positions.
I'm
Bonk.
struggling to find the thing I wanted for the other one.
Don't struggle.
Yes, good advice.
Obi, no! I'm going in front of Obi.
No, I refuse. Everyone, form a circle around him. No.
Does anybody speak giant?
I wish.
No.
Wait, no, not even Fearbolg?
Fearbolg?
I thought they were giant.
Fear.
Giant.
The son of giants. I don't know it
Giant cousins.
for
Okay.
reasons.
Yeah, well, in that case, if nobody speaks their
just
language,
struggle.
then you will not understand what is shouted at them.
Nope.
But you hear another shout coming from further to the east. Ashram.
Also in giant?
That is the only thing in Giant that you have heard, is a shout coming from further in the east. Further to the east.
Mm.
There's like an army of trolls. Last, stay on time, boys. Make protective circle around Obi.
Yeah, are you going to pursue them?
He's boxed in.
They're coming to us.
Or
Yeah, are they
That's what I mean. Like,
approaching?
Ashrin, would you call out that they're coming? What's the plan?
I mean, I assume they're lumbering and they yelled meat, so it's not like my party's
Gonna be caught
unaware.
unawares. No. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So as they lumber into your view, guys. Yeah, it's up to you. You just want to stab them, smash them,
Yeah,
hit them
Yeah.
with Cool.
Pop 'em.
I think we have time.
let's go.
No, maybe,
Oh,
maybe
I
not.
see
Actually,
'em
I
now.
think we'll pick up with this at the beginning of next session.
Oh.
Fuck.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a panther.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? I'll put that down now so that I remember. Do you know what? I'm gonna need to.
Jay's just like, I'm gonna need a
Jay,
pin.
can you send me a DM on Discord with a just with a list of the possible animals you can get, and I'll just give you control of those 8 animals.
Yeah.
Not this second in general over this week. Yeah,
Oh,
we'll come to.
I mean,
well, you can send it.
copy
now, that's not a
paste.
problem. Yeah, cool, great, that's fantastic. Thank you. And we'll actually do MVPs and spend some time with it instead of rushing it.
You barely know her.
Garth.
Oh. I love me because this happened last campaign as well, where we were in like the mind fuckery place, and the entire idea behind it, I was like, I wonder if it's like this, and I was like, no, that's like too dumb. I couldn't think of that, and then we got out of it, and that's exactly what it was. I love that happened again. I was just like, what if it's this? And it's like, yeah, it's exactly that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. You jumped to the Shadow Veil conclusion and found it. Alora.
I'm gonna go back to the very start where trying to figure out the name for the spiky wall. We're trying to figure it out, take a few minutes, and then Jamal just pipes up. So anyway, this palisade.
Yes, really annoying. But very helpful.
But one time we want you to talk.
I was trying to think what the word was, and I couldn't get it, and then I finally got it, and it's like, oh yeah, so that is Palisade.
It made it seem like you knew the whole time.
Jake.
When we found the mage's body and the guy stabs in the heart, and everyone's like, why'd you do that?
I hadn't really, I guess, explained that Shadow Veil can have multiple bodies. Like, they can keep multiple bodies, but you guys would know that. So I guess that's a piece of information that was missing there. Somebody who might have known that already, evil Sogravia player Josh.
You didn't play for that long.
Played long enough to fuck you over.
You never killed my brother, though.
No, I got him arrested though. That was fun enough. Anyways, MVP. It was really fun accusing one of your NPCs of being sexist. He's like, I'm not sexist. I've hired lots of women. My boss is a woman. I don't have any problem with it.
Listen, if I could, I would have voted for a queen instead of
Yeah, exactly. It was just funny. But my actual MVP is actually it's just because I always look in this direction to watch everyone and how they react and things like that. And Jamal talked about using remove curse, and James didn't move, but I could see the cogs working behind his eyes as he I could just tell he was like, oh, they're gonna find it out now, and that was really satisfying.
I also had to read the spells, both modify memory and remove curse, to make sure that, because I had thought that because you didn't have a cleric and greater restoration is a 5th level spell, I just thought you guys wouldn't be able to cast either of those.
Hi, Jay.
I can cast Great Restoration.
Yes, I know,
Yeah,
but it's a 5th level spell, right?
Yeah.
Right,
And
but we have
remove
to scroll.
curse is a. Oh, you do. I didn't think about that. But remove curse is on the cleric, but not druid list. I didn't realize it was on the wizard list.
Yeah.
Think to check that. So in my
Wait,
head,
you
you
wouldn't
had no way of
expect it that
removing
way.
the modify memory. You had to work it out for yourselves. And of course, as soon as you then went to cast it, I was like, oh shit, I've got to read these spells and make sure of what they do. So yeah, that's
did
what.
you expect us to find it that quickly? Because at the start of session, you said we weren't going to have combat, and so I just assumed that we'd be spending our whole time on this, and then
I did think it would take a lot longer. I didn't think you guys would leave Farrin today. Obviously, I had the rock encounter prepped, amongst other stuff, but I wasn't expecting you guys to get through Farrin this quickly. I thought you guys would have to go up to the scout posts and then investigate their quarters and all of that, and eventually you would have found it. No, it was definitely a quick jump, which left me, sort of going, I don't know what to do, because you never expected, right? But it's and usually, especially when presenting the party with things like riddles, I tend to allow way more time than is necessary because sometimes it doesn't happen, right?
Yeah.
dumb.
Anyway, Matt.
I'm giving my MVP to when Josh decided to call every single person in the town so they could have yoga class together.
Yeah,
Okay,
leaving the
I'll do-
borders unmanned as well. Love that.
When
Jamel?
at the end. Oh.
The entire bit about uncovering that Shadow Veil infiltration, just from the very first sort of inkling where Darth was like, "Oh yeah, what if this is like Shadow Veil infiltrating and playing everyone's mind?" And I'm like, "Hang on a second, you said memory modification." Because when you said we didn't have combat, I went through and I took off every single combat spell off my list and everything that was combat related. And I put entirely
That's very
utility on.
metagaming, Jamel.
No, I
very
mean we knew it
metagaming.
wasn't gonna. You knew it wasn't gonna have combat because
I
we're
did.
going somewhere where
Yeah.
it's not gonna. We knew it was gonna be one of these cases of we're going to this town, we're going to investigate. You know, a worst case scenario,
You
I've
would
still got
prepare
cantrips.
investigatory spells. It's true.
Yes, exactly. So I'm just like, okay, remove curse is a really weird thought, a really weird shout.
I don't know when you had it.
I was
But
like,
yeah, it's cool.
this is a long shot, but I'll prepare this just in case. And it's just suddenly it's like memory modification curse. It's like I can
Yeah.
remove a curse.
I
Wow,
do
I
need
can
to look
do
into
that.
that. It
Like
might.
curveball.
I don't know if there is actually some DC to it or anything. It just says modify, remove curse can remove it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just like,
Spells for
okay, no, we
creatures.
don't have combat, so I
Ooh.
don't need fireball or anything like that. So remove curse, and the amount that curveballed you that really
Yeah,
surprised me.
I said,
It's
well, of course.
like,
I just wasn't expecting to get there that quickly.
yeah, that was a really good uncover and reveal though. It's like, go to remove it, counter spell. Oh,
Michaela?
Yeah, pretty much everyone said when the soldier counterspelled, and I was like, wait a minute.
Wait a goddamn minute!
Besides that, Glacius's really aggressive speech telling everyone to just deal with it, immediately like undoing the work that Elliot was doing, trying to kind of get them to work
Kill him
together.
then. Fuck this.
Yeah, I mean, they were paying
thought that was
attention
so
until you're
funny.
just like, yeah, you need to get on with it. And they're like, well, we know that. Like,
That was so
lost their
funny.
Just
interest.
do it then.
Yeah, I mean, I have to give. I haven't missed anyone, have I? I don't think so.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I have to acknowledge Matt's clownery. Beyond punching the rock and the city. Oh, rock's a hard joke. It was sending a message to the birds that got me. Casting message to speak to rocks was.
That was a joke. That was done as a legit thing.
Came across pretty serious to me. You're like, I'm going to send them a message, and then you told me what you were going to send them. So yeah, I love that. I also really liked that we didn't investigate the intelligent sparrow at all.
I'm still
first
Really
curious.
bright bird, cool.
I mean, it flew away. What am I supposed to do
No,
about
it
that?
didn't. You said thanks, dude. Goodbye. Then it flew away.
Oh, there was more
there
there?
was always time to
there
investigate
was
it later if we see it
so much
again.
more involved to that.
I thought it
I
was just
don't-
a smart bird.
I don't normally double and triple check if you guys want to speak with animals and then present you with a 14 intelligence sparrow. No. That's probably not going to happen again. Never mind it.
Oh, what a shame.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to double down on Jay's MVPing. I really enjoyed the melee, well not melee, but melee range attack of opportunity, staff of flowers bash, followed by lethal guiding bolt from 10 foot away. I thought today was a good moment for Fox in combat.
That was so good.
I
definitely
can't
enjoyed
believe
it.
I hit with that stick.
No, I just like you're like, I have a stick here. Let me see what. Let me see. Yes, I really enjoyed
There's
that.
nothing else. Like,
So
ooh.
that is. I nearly dealt you a critical fail card there. We're saving those for a special occasion.
Oh.
Yeah, when one of us are actually about to die.
No, it's for silly net ones and stuff like that. But yeah, I really enjoyed today. I think you guys did a really good and quick job of investigating. Hopefully, you're beginning to see how difficult a task some of these things are going to be. Repairing rifts is not as simple as just gathering them in the town square and convincing them to do yoga.
Now I remember why we didn't do that in the original campaign.
And on that note, that is where we're going to end. So if you guys would like to say goodbye.
Bye for now.
Bye.